Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Wine, Wordle, and Whatever. And hey, guess what? I'm your host for tonight. Hi. And I have two very special guests with me tonight. I have Dan Smith and Fred Sauvignon. Please welcome our very special guests.
Hello,
Introduce
I'm Dan
your
Smith.
Hello, I'm Fred Sauvignon.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on today.
It's a busy day.
It is, yeah. We've got hang on. What is it? What did we get? I forgot what we got. Oh, a Sangiovese. A Sangiovese.
No Sauvignon.
No Sauvignon for tonight. But hey, we've got a pretty good one.
Can it,
and then
Fred?
we've got Dan, Mr. Smith. Cool it over there.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Come on, mind your manners. Mind your manners. We got some Wordles. We got some whatevers. I have no idea which whatevers we're going to talk about, but we're going to have fun. Oh, and you know what? Tonight's episode is actually even more special because it's the first time that we ever announced beforehand what wine we're going to have. So,
yeah, you're right.
For all the listeners, if you are enjoying the wine with us, yay!
I know Mom's enjoying the wine with us, but while we're recording it, because Mom's just downstairs and she always takes a tithe off the top of the bottle.
A tithe. I love it. Awesome. Well, one of my friends gave the suggestion of announcing ahead of time what the wine was so that she could enjoy the wine and compare it to what we think. And I thought that was kind of fun. And so hopefully the listeners enjoy it as well.
Yeah, so we hired a social media manager.
Yeah, we did. We had to.
It's Vi. She's a social media manager.
I didn't want to let people know that just in case I could declare no plausible deniability, declare no responsibility to it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. Everybody knows I'm the editor, so everybody's got to know you're the social media manager.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might as well just plug our socials now. I mean, join us at Wine, Wordle, and Whatever on YouTube if you want to get the latest news.
Yeah, subscribe. That's where we're putting our community posts.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, if you like our podcast so far.
So, wait, I'm the editor, Vi's the social media manager, and Will, what are you? He's Fred Sauvignon. That's who he is.
He's Fred Sauvignon. Exactly.
I am the rosé, how do you say, the guy that knows a lot about wine.
Yes.
Specifically rosé.
Will is our expert.
What is the...
Sommelier.
What's the name? Sommelier.
Yes.
He's a sommelier, but he doesn't even know what it's called. It's like being a poet, but he doesn't even know it.
It's like, I'm so knowledgeable. It's like that's the least of my knowledge right now. I need to know more about wine.
Yes, we all do. Oh, speaking of which, when are the corrections? Because I need to correct myself later.
The corrections, I think, are right after we introduce the wine, so it gives us a little time to sip and think about it.
Gotcha. All right, well then, I'm not as good with the segues as you guys are, so...
It comes with practice. We've been here for 16 episodes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is
You'll
the
get
16th episode, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow. Long life right there.
I know. This is officially the longest relationship I've had in any way whatsoever. My relationship with this podcast.
Oh man, I love it. And you've already had true love.
And this is true. Last week we had true love on the podcast itself.
And then
No, it wasn't last week. I think it was the week before.
It was the week before.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago.
We keep calling it weeks, but it was 2 months ago.
That's right.
We don't do weekly episodes anymore.
That's so true. So it was 2 months ago?
Yeah.
That was my...
How quickly we forget about true love. 2 months.
Know. 2 months. I mean, last month, we had, what was it, 8th date wine too?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was the sparkling rosé.
Yeah. I'm finally pouring the wine right now so I can taste it.
It needs to aerate a bit. I will tell you that much. It needs some air.
Yeah, no, I opened it like, I want to say it's been probably like an hour now that it's been opened, because I opened it like 20-30 minutes before we logged on, so it's definitely had some time to breathe.
Yeah.
So we need to talk about this wine. It is Famiglia Castellani. Let's see, Toscana.
Familia.
Sangiovese.
It's Familia.
Familia. No, it's not.
Italian. I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure
it's
in
got
Italian.
a G in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's silent. It's a silent G.
Oh, really? It's silent? That's
At the very least,
G?
it's Famiglia, but I'm pretty sure it's Familia.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I'm just barely learning Spanish, so
Yeah.
Italian is not my forte. But yeah, who did the description last time? Because this one had a really, really good paragraph on wine.com. I loved that paragraph.
I think
I did the paragraph
Yeah, I think
last
Will
time.
did it.
Oh,
And
you
confirmed
did.
It is
And you're wonderful.
Familia.
It is Familia?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, like lasagna.
Yes.
Like
Family is like lasagna. I needed to elaborate further.
I made the connection.
That's
I
a
made
Dan
the
Smith
connection
original right there.
Oh. Okay, so speaking of which, Dan Smith, would you like to take the honor of reading the paragraph on wine.com that was for the Sangiovese?
Yes, ma'am. Happy to. Is it just the winemaker notes? Is that all we want?
Yeah, so there's nothing on the back of the bottle, but the wine.com has like a beautiful, beautiful paragraph.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, the winemaker notes.
Red fruits mingle with sweet, woody notes. Warm, the nice texture is characterized by vigorous but delicate tannins. The slight aging in wood gives the wine a pleasant feel of toasted coffee and vanilla. Intense ruby red color. Rich plum and bramble fruit flavors and a slight hint of cherries, followed by a characteristic scent of violets, strawberries, and pepper. Delicious with pasta dishes, pizza, grilled vegetables, game meat, Florentina steak.
Ooh. Man, that's such a
Nice.
great paragraph. I love it.
It's a good paragraph.
And you
Thank
know
you.
what?
Almost sultry.
Solid.
I haven't tasted it yet. But man, it is dark. It's super dark and it looks very thick. I'm very excited about it.
Not quite as dark as the one 2 months ago, though. That one was dark, if I remember
Really?
right.
I don't know. I think this one's darker. I really think this one's darker because I'm like shining up to my lights and I can't even like really see through it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. I really do think the other one was darker. Or this one was darker than the other one. But I could be wrong. As we all know, I am wrong a lot. I just say it with confidence. so it just comes off as being right.
We're, one of our potential topics for later is hidden talents, and I've got something about that later.
Oh boy. Oh,
if we do that topic.
That'll be. Oh yeah, no, we're totally doing that topic now. Now that you've said that, we're definitely doing that topic.
Sorry about that. That was not Cayden talking. That was Dan Smith.
When I opened the bottle, the first scent that I got was a very deep, like dark chocolate. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm smelling it,
Riveting listening.
I can smell like the cherries and that pepper.
I do get a little bit of the cherries in there.
If the listeners are drinking along with us, they're also doing this as well. They're sniffing it. They're getting the aromatics, the beautiful flavors.
The wine.
This is one of the wines. Certainly a wine from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this.
I thought you would. I tried it, and it seemed like a wine you would really like.
That's good.
Oh my goodness, I love this.
Yeah.
Oh, now that's a
pretty tasty.
wine. Oh,
It's
that
got
is a
some of that
wine.
sort of like Cabernet sort of quality to it, but not quite as aggressive as some Cabernets can be.
It's got the Cabernet, but it's got some Pinot. It's got some. It's smooth.
Cabernet on Valium.
Oh, oh, I love that. I love that so much. Oh my goodness. I
That's a
am
tasty
buying this
wine.
all the time.
Num num num.
Wow, it is so smooth and thick. Like, it's so full-bodied when you first taste it, but then it's like this mixture of like all the different fruitiness, but it's not like overly, like, it's slightly sweet, but it's not like overpowering kind of sweet. And it's not super like dry either. And then at the very end, you get that kind of like tart acidic, and the tannins just, and like when it says delicate tannins, like really, it's like just very delicate tannins towards the end.
I like my tannins like I like my... Well, never mind.
Oh my goodness. Mr. Smith,
my.
calm yourself over there.
Yeah, Mr. Smith.
A fun game for the listeners to play. Which lines are Cayden and which lines are in character is Dan Smith. It's hard because they sound exactly the same.
Oh man, watch out, Mrs. Smith.
I think you mean future Mrs. Smith. You know, I really like this. It's very, I would describe it as perfectly balanced.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What was your correction you had?
Yeah.
Oh, I was stupid. 2 months ago when we had the Cabernet, I said it was a Cabernet and a Bordeaux, but like Bordeaux is the place.
It's a Cabernet from Bordeaux.
Yeah, yeah, and so the way that I said it was like it was two different wines when I was listening back to it. And I was like, stupid.
I did catch that when I was listening. I caught that. I was like, hold up.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, and most wines, I think, there's a lot of wines that come from Bordeaux that are red blends. And so, like, that one was more, I think, Cabernet heavy, but it's still, like, Cabernet, Bordeaux, they're the same thing. Like, it's a Cabernet from Bordeaux, and the way that I said it made it sound like it was two different kinds of wines. Yeah. So I'm correcting myself.
Good job.
Thank you.
You're now officially part of the podcast.
Yay!
Made a mistake.
I think
Because
I think she corrected herself a couple of times.
Oh,
Just
yeah, I
in
have.
YouTube comments, she would post
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the fact
yeah.
comments.
Yeah, and then I go back and be like, actually, I am completely wrong. Like I said,
As you do.
with confidence. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is such a beautiful wine. Okay, we do ratings first? Oh, no, we do vibes, right? Vibe checks and then ratings? Or do we ratings and vibes?
That's entirely up to you. I have no idea what to do for a vibe.
How do you feel the episode's flowing? What direction?
Let's do vibe check first, and then we'll give our rating.
Okay.
You get to pick who does it.
Who already has a vibe? Neither one of you?
Okay, listen, here's the thing. There's only so many vibes that there are.
Oh,
Right.
I got this already. Like, just as I was sipping it, I could picture it in my mind. Like candlelight, nice, warm, and cozy. Like, sitting around, like, sitting down, either at a nice, like, homemade dinner of, like, just a fancy dinner you made for yourself, like, good old steak. Like, steak and just, like some nice little veggies, like a beautiful steak and some nice veggies, and then like you're eating those and enjoying this with like your significant other, but it's like by candlelight, and it's just like it's like romance in a glass, but also like comfort, and it's just like you enjoying, sitting relaxed and blissfully happy, full of beautiful red meat. and grilled vegetables, and like which this definitely would pair really well with, and just cozy and happy. Like this is my love in a glass, man. this is
You know what? I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Fireplace. A fireplace.
Oh, fireplace, absolutely.
And just like cozy, like I can
and
picture
a blanket so large as to
Yes!
be ridiculous.
Large fuzzy blanket. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Warm
I'm
and
kind of
cozy.
picking up what you're putting down.
Cuddling on a couch, like it's just like in front of a fireplace, like yeah, with the wine, cuddling with the wine.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Just
So
Yes.
I never thought anything else.
yeah. So True Love 8.5.
right. According to Mr. Smith.
No, that was Cayden.
That was Cayden. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to.
That was Cayden
mix you two
just
up.
riffing on something. I honestly can't think of a better vibe than that for this. It just
Oh,
hearing
time I sip it.
you talk through it, and then drinking the wine throughout, it just fits.
It's pretty
It just fits.
fitting.
Now, Cayden is totally on board with this wine and a nice steak, but Dan Smith canonically is a vegetarian. So, he would probably go for like maybe roasted eggplants or something like that.
ooh, that's still
Like
good.
a fire roasted eggplant.
Yeah, no.
Parmesan, maybe.
Dan still has a grill, and he loves to grill. It's just any conventional like dadly type man would. But he's a vegetarian, so he only grills like eggplants and mushrooms, like big grilled mushrooms. That would be really good with this in Dan Smith's size.
Portobello, the big portobello mushrooms, just like thin
Oh yeah,
sliced.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, that sounds great. I want chopped up not onions, mushrooms. Ooh, actually mushrooms and onions, like just kind of like just sprinkled like in butter, just kind of like right on the steak.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really catching the Dan Smith vibe, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that is exactly, and this is 10 out of 10. Like for me, 10 out of 10. It would take a lot to beat this, for sure.
Man. Okay.
I absolutely love this.
Oh no.
Oh,
still-
this
That
is
is
this is
great
the
to
kind
hear.
of wine. This is like the kind of wine that I aspire for.
Wow. Okay.
Man, I love this so
is
much.
the perfect wine.
Yeah, let me know how many bottles you want to order.
Dude, don't even tempt me. How much do I have to spend for free shipping?
$50 has like 3 bottles.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty solid bottle. I'm very happy with it.
Oh man, and it's just like perfectly balanced with just like that sweetness and tart at the end. Like there's a lingering tart that I love.
Yeah. So, Will, what do you think?
Yeah, dude. Okay. Give me like another minute.
Okay.
This is a lot.
I'm trying to figure out my rating. I cannot think of a better vibe than the one you came up with. I genuinely can't. I would only say that maybe whereas the wine 2 months ago was love that you have to work for, this is love at first sight.
Ooh. I don't believe in such a thing, but that's a good one.
And I would honestly give it, I think I would give it a 9.5, but the value for how much you spend on this bottle for what you get gives it that extra half point. So I think this might be a perfect 10.
What do we?
It's
like
18
this
bucks.
was $18. $18 for this wine,
$18.
guys.
And by the way, we're drinking different years. Vi, you've got a 2019. Will, you and I have
Oh, that's
2016.
right.
Yeah,
Oh my
ours are
goodness.
3 years older.
I wonder if that like is a factor
Maybe.
of why
Well,
I love this one so much.
Well, why? Because it's young?
Exactly. Technically though, I am the youngest here, so
Yeah, canonically.
Canonically, yeah.
Yes, canonically.
Yeah, no, Dan Smith
And
is
mentally.
42.
Oh, Fred Sauvignon's like 65.
Oh yeah, he wears like round glasses.
Oh, well, full on, dude.
You know, this is.
He has a vacation home in Italy.
I will save it for whatever if we have time for it. But this is actually just really making me think further on an idea I had earlier, and we'll get into it later. But I will elaborate.
Sneak peek at our whatevers, possibly.
Yeah, that's twice now. I need to stop doing that. All right, Will.
Hey,
you're
no, you're like creating
building
what is the word?
anticipation.
Yeah, building anticipation for our viewers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Teasing
Well, it's
them.
Dan Smith's
Yes!
experience as his college radio
Keep
DJ.
them listening.
There you go. Okay.
Or make them look forward to part 2 if this goes on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't make any promises. I did not make any promises,
Yeah.
but we are going to try to keep it at a reasonable
And
length.
we're doing okay. We're at 20 minutes here.
Perfect. Okay. Will,
Oh,
your
vibe check?
vibe and your rating. We got love at
Okay.
first sight from Cayden, and and about a 9.5, 10. 9 point,
Yeah.
but yeah, like in
No, I'd
between
give
a
it.
9.5.
I'd give it a 10. I'd give it 10, 100%.
And I've got like true love and absolute comfort and happiness.
Yeah. Okay, this is giving me all the good feelings. Okay.
Yeah.
We got that comfort. Got this happiness. I'm like, this is nice. This is a good time. Wow. Okay. This. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. You've had this. You had your eye on a girl for so long.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
How long?
You know, it's been like maybe like a long time. Okay. Let's say. Okay. Okay. And then you've got to know them, and then you're like, "Oh, I think I'm finally gonna make a move. Okay. Finally gonna do it. So you invite them to the fancy restaurant. Okay. This might be a first date wine, but only
Ooh.
if you've known the person for like ever, and and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is
I
the
get
one.
it. Yeah.
Okay, and maybe we've hung out, maybe like we've done whatever, but like, okay, I want this to go perfect. Because this is something. It's been a lot of time cooking. Let them cook, as the kids say. You've let it
Let 'em
cook.
cook.
You've let this thing bake. It's almost burnt, so you better act.
Oh, I love it.
Now you either go to a restaurant. Okay, now they probably don't have this specific wine, so like whatever. But
Just bring your own.
You can bring your
or
own
you
wine,
invite
and
them.
there's a cork.
Oh,
fee.
you can.
You can.
Do they let you-
Yes.
What? I
At
didn't
the
know
really
this.
fancy restaurants too, that are like
Oh.
nice, you can bring your own wine, and they just have a corking fee.
Oh. Well, there you go. Oh, how much is a corking fee?
It depends
'Cause-
on the restaurant. It's like, I don't
Okay.
know. Some of them it's just like $5. Some of them it's like $20. It just depends on the restaurant.
Okay, there we go. Okay, this is making my case so much better. Okay, so you bring your own wine. Okay, and you act, and they see, at least on Cayden and my bottle, 2016. And they're like, whoa, that's like 8 years. Like, wow, that thing was alive, made before COVID. Like, so. Anyways, they're impressed. They're like, this is really nice. And they bring out, you're pouring out the wine. They bring out the fancy steaks. They bring out the meal. And then you're drinking the wine. She's like, wow, this guy really cares. Or if you're a girl,
Yeah.
the guy would be like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
This is a good time.
Yes. Yes.
So, anyways, the idea here is both of you are happy. Both of you are having a great time. Both of you are sharing a moment with this wine and this food.
Ooh, I
And this
like
is a moment
that.
that's been brewing, and you're finally like, this is good. This is good. And then, a month later, you're getting married. Like, I don't know.
So it's like it's the happy medium between the other two vibes. It's like it's not love at first sight, but it's somebody that you know well, and as soon as you take that jump into romance, you know you're done.
Yeah, like you've already
level. Yeah, it's
you're already
balanced.
there, man.
Level
You've just
up.
made it official. You've brought it's set now.
Yeah.
And you've had a good start.
File this
Yeah.
one under wines to propose to.
Yeah, and then
Ooh, yes.
oh my goodness.
This dang. Yeah,
Yeah, and the whole corking fee though, because then she'll be like, "Oh wow, he's bringing his own wine. He must know what
Yeah.
he's doing. He's a
Impressive.
little savvy. He's only
Yes.
paying like $10 for a corking fee, and he's bringing this elegant, cheap wine. Like this is beautiful. Like this is the guy." So, anyways,
This ain't a $2
I
Chuck.
love that.
This is a $2 Charles.
this Mr.
love that.
Sauvignon knows what he's doing. To my heart.
I love this so much. Oh my goodness.
I would
yes.
like to
So,
say, speaking
anyways.
of love at first sight, canonically, Dan and his wife Anastasia were love at first sight. Their celebrity couple name is Danastasia.
Anastasia.
That is great.
Oh, that is perfect.
No,
Absolutely
Fred-
wonderful.
Wait, what was my name? Freddie.
Fred
Fred
Fred.
Sauvignon.
Fred Sauvignon.
Fred is very much single, but he's been known to wow a few.
Break a few hearts.
He's one of those suave guys, like the most interesting man in the world. 'Cause he's in his 60s,
Yeah.
so he's just like the very suave guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reach
my
beyond your
goodness.
wildest dreams.
He is the nicest old guy you will meet, but you got to be careful because he'll break a few
Yeah.
hearts.
Is Fred Sauvignon just insanely rich?
He is, but he doesn't show it that much.
Nice.
Like yeah.
What is your rating? Well, I'm sorry, we skipped over that.
Man, I mean, as a wine, I think I'm kind of in the ballpark you are. Like, as a wine, it's pretty solid. Like, I'm real happy with it. I'm gonna give it... I'd give it a 9.4.
0.4.
0.4, we're dipping into the...
Fred's
'cause
stingy with it.
Yeah. He's like... He always believes there's better.
Well, he's stingy with his love.
That, you know what? That is very very akin to to Fred Sauvignon. Very appropriate to him.
Yeah, and
Yep.
but then you tell him the price, and he's like, "Oh wow!" It's like, okay, 9.5. That's my rating, a
know.
9.5.
How awesome is
I
that?
mean, it makes you happy, and that's the goal of wine. And I think we just end the podcast there. Thank
I
you
know,
all for
right? So
And leave
on
while you're
my,
ahead.
I know, right? That's it. Like, we found the most perfect wine. We're done.
We're having a great
Yep,
time.
we're done.
So
I was gonna mention on wine.com on mine, it says it's only $14.99.
Is it because you're looking at the 2019 version?
Yeah.
are you shipping to and why? Because the prices actually fluctuate depending where you ship it to. On the top, you can say ship to Oregon, ship to New York.
Yeah. Shipping to
price
New York.
Is very,
Yep. Shipping to New York.
okay.
It's $14.99.
Yeah, the
but then
2016
you got
I
your
got.
shipping
Yeah, I mean the shipping is stupid.
Yeah.
It's like $20,
and
but
your liquor, your sales tax.
yeah,
So,
even with the
yeah.
with the sales
Yeah,
tax
yeah.
though.
Yeah, but just
it's-
looking
it's
at
So
not
like the
bad.
listing where it gives you just the base price of it. Yeah, I've got. Well, let's see what happens when I ship the 20.
So you want 4 bottles, right?
Yeah.
I can place that order tonight. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. It's more money when you ship it to Oregon rather than New York.
Yep.
However,
Yeah, a lot of them don't like
however, it is sold out. The 2016 for New York,
So you got to.
and the
Yeah.
2019 is
So
still
I-
$14.99.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we can't
Hey.
get the 2019 as Oregonians.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. So if you're
both
on the
are really
East
good.
Coast, if you're on the East Coast, listeners, you get the 2019 version, which is my true love.
You too can have
Yeah.
true love for this show.
For the low price of $14.99 plus shipping and handling.
Man.
So
you know what's funny, though?
any men out there, if you are a Castellani Sangiovese, whatever it is,
Sangiovese.
Sangiovese, if you
Vesa?
are a
Vesa.
man that basically is that, hit Vi up, because that's true love right there.
If you embody this wine,
Yeah.
then yeah.
Any men out there that match the winemaker notes?
Yeah. Dan
Right,
Smith is full
right?
bodied. That's all I'm trying to say.
Sweet with woody notes. Slight
Warm
aging.
with a nice texture.
Don't forget
Slight
vigorous but delicate.
pleasant feel.
Slight aging,
Oh my goodness.
vigorous
I
but
love
delicate.
With the pleasant feel of toasted coffee.
Rich.
I love my coffee. I do love my coffee.
Rich.
Rich. Rich.
Oh, I love
this
it.
this is great. I love it.
One side note, though, is has any of us tried... What is this again? A Sangiovese?
I think it's Sangiovese from when I
Yes.
looked it up on how to say it because I wanted to say it properly. I think it's
Yep,
a
did the same
Sangiovese.
thing. Yeah. But none of us have tried this, right?
I don't
I don't
think
think
This
so.
type
one
of
of
grape
those, no.
before.
I
Okay,
don't,
so
I don't
I-
know if I've ever tried a Sangiovese, but I'm not sure.
I would love to try more of them.
Me
just to
too.
see.
Yeah.
Because, like, is this a good Sangiovese? Or,
Are there better ones out there? Are there more true love?
or, yeah. it's
I don't
like,
know if we
what's
could
the
get any better than
spectrum
true
here?
love. You know what?
God.
Yeah, I would like to try others to see if they can beat this because this is,
I would
to
be
me, this is
curious.
perfect.
Because is it the wine we're liking or the type of grape?
Ooh.
That's what I want to know.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good question. I would love to know that too. And also too, like where it's made.
It's made in Italy.
I
It's
think
actually
Tuscany?
Toscana?
Yeah.
Toscana.
It's actually from, Italy.
Yeah, it's from product of Italy from Toscana. The Familia Castellani. That's a great family, man. I would
So
drink their wine all day long.
you would marry into that family.
I would, dude. I totally would.
Just for the wine.
If it meant, yes, just for the wine. Yeah. Fly me to Italy, please.
Great.
You know what? Speaking of really hard words to say, like familia, words are something that we come up with in Wordle. So how about we go into our Wordles, guys?
5-letter words, baby.
Yeah,
Let's go.
those are a lot easier to say, but I had a few doozies. Let's see.
We would be starting on Thursday.
Okay, let me open up my New York Times app.
October 10th.
And I'm pretty sure I did my math correctly this time. But I don't trust myself, so I'm going to have you guys double check me just in case.
Okay.
Okay, you said Thursday, October 10th, right?
Yup.
All right. Who's going first?
That's up to you.
Fred Sauvignon, I elect you.
Aw, thank you.
You're very welcome.
I went ahead and got it in a 3.
Ooh, a 3 is a good guess.
As
Good number.
Fred Sauvignon does, because his vocabulary is quite profound.
Ooh.
Okay, we did not change. as the first one. And then our second word was cramp, because we had that yellow C, so we had cramp. Which gave us quite a good amount of letters, and we went carve.
Nice.
Proud of that. Yeah,
There you
got
go.
in 3.
Awesome. Mr. Smith?
Well, one of the things that Mr. Smith likes to do most is look at his wife Anastasia. So his first word was stare, of course,
Of course.
and
Yes.
then the next word was range. Just trying to distribute some of them letters. Then he did farce, FARCE, and then he got carve.
Ooh. So you got it in 4.
Got him 4.
Gotcha.
Odd. Okay.
So we're going in order. Well, not really in order. If we went me, Will, and then you, then we'd go in order, because I got it in 2.
Nicely done.
I have no idea how I
Wow.
got it in 2. I was very surprised. But I started off with overt, and then I got carve.
Nicely done.
I don't know.
Awesome. That was really good.
Yeah. I think WordleBot told me that, let me see. I had 160, wait, no, that's the wrong one. Hold up. I want to see what it said for that one.
Yeah, the luck scale only goes up to 100, and yet you had 160.
I know, right? Let's see. Let's
What
see.
does overt mean?
It's a hard word to describe.
That-
Done
yeah,
or shown
overt.
openly, plainly or readily apparent, not secret or hidden.
Oh, kind of like explicit, but like...
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Brazen
A
is
little
is a similar word.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Brazen.
Okay. Got it.
So, I only had 30 words left after overt. So,
Okay.
extremely
Nice.
lucky. My luck was 98. Like, it was almost the highest you could do. So yeah, I have no idea how I got that. So moving on then to Friday, October 11th, right?
Yup.
Okay. Will, how many did you get it
Oh.
in?
That's right. We have an order now. I got it in 4.
Hey, awesome.
I got it in... Okay. Went ahead and put notch. Got
As
that
you
yellow
do.
T. I like to do start after I get a yellow T. Figure out where that T is. Put start.
Didn't help.
Oh, ST. Sort of.
It kind of helped a little bit. It didn't determine where the T was.
No. So I put guest.
Ooh.
That
Wait.
narrowed it down quite a bit.
You did guessed after start.
Yeah. It's just now hitting me.
When you were
You
trying,
know?
when you were
You
trying
know?
to figure out where the T was,
After
you did
eliminating
guessed.
it, WordleBot would have a field day.
So yeah, once I figured out that T's not in the last spot, I went ahead and put guest.
You got to confirm.
It was not in the last spot. Yeah.
Yep. Trust but verify. So thanks. Yep, but guest.
Yeah.
But I got it on the 4th guest. Gusty? Is that what that word
Yeah.
is?
Gusty. Gusty.
I was so annoyed that was a word.
Yeah. It's because, when it's super windy outside, it's gusty. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I just say it's windy, but like...
Yeah. But like when you get really
Different kind
strong
of-
gusts.
different kind of windy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
Is
different
it?
kind of windy.
Yep.
Windy is just like, it's just kind of windy in the sense it's a constant,
Yeah.
Constantly
breezy kind of
blowing.
wind.
And, yeah.
But gusty
Okay.
is like all of a sudden you feel like you're going to fall over or it like moves your car. We've had gusty winds here in New York the past couple of days and it's not fun. Yeah. I think they're like 30-mile-per-hour winds that we get hit with, like gusts. Yeah,
Nice.
it's very gusty.
That's a very weird word to say.
I know, right? Gust.
It's uncomfortable.
It sounds
It's an
like a
uncomfortable
naughty word.
It
Yeah.
does actually.
Gusty? Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Anyways,
Let's calm down. What was your name again?
Dan Smith, it is your
Dan
turn.
Smith.
All right, I got it in 3. Stare, then joust, then gusty.
Ooh, Joust was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, Joust was really good.
Especially on that day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was twinning with Mr. Sauvignon, and I did it in 4. It was a bad start because I started with Carpe, like Carpe Diem, and got nothing.
It's like a fancy
Nothing.
fish.
Yeah. Fancy fish. That is great. I love that. And then I went to Bison. That at least got me the S in the right place. And then I did Dusty, which I was very annoyed with. Very annoyed with.
I would be.
And then I got Gusty. So yeah, I got it in 4.
Well done. Well done.
Fun times. Fun times. Okay, now Saturday, October 12th. Mr. Sauvignon. Freddie.
Oh, yes.
Freddie.
Yep.
Freddy.
Yeah. I forgot that was my first name. I got it in 3.
This is just a running bit, guys. It's fun.
It's going to stay this way forever.
It is. You guys started it. You should not have given me ammo. You really should know better than to give me ammo.
That's okay. Next week, next month I'm hosting, so we'll get Vi a new character.
Hey.
All right. I got it in 3. Pretty proud of that one.
Awesome.
I went Notch, and I got that N in the T, and I'm like, this is very dangerous grounds because I don't know a lot of words. So I went ahead and put Raise.
Hey, there you go.
I was thankfully so happy because that gave me everything.
Yeah.
Everything I would ever want from Wordle.
Yeah.
And then I was able to figure out Stain for 3rd.
Sweet. There you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
I did Stare, as per the usual. Then I did Stand, which gave me just the yellow N. And then I did Stain.
Nice. You got it in 3 also.
3.
Hey, we're all twinning because I got it in 3 as well.
Let's go.
I started off with Comet, appropriately. And then Trail, appropriately.
Ayo?
No, Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah? What?
Yeah. I said Ayo.
That used to be your starting word.
I thought you were saying the letters.
What do you mean? Oh, no, I didn't mean like A and O. I meant like, Ayo, let's go.
I know. Now I get it. But I was like,
was small brain.
I didn't get an A and an O with that. That was funny. Yeah, so after I did Trail, I got Stain. Oh my goodness.
Nice. Twinning. We all got 3.
A.
Ayo.
Ayo. Oh man. Okay. Sunday, October 13th.
I got it in 4.
Ooh.
Did Notch. A little angry because I put Snore.
Ooh,
And then I was like, oh, cool. So the R and the N, they just swap places. Oh, no, because it could be a few words. Guess Drone
Oh.
Unfortunate.
was wrong.
Yeah.
Thought, okay, guess I'm just prone to fail.
A.
Hey, oh. Okay, and I put prone. But I got it in 3. Or 4.
4. There you go. Good,
Yep.
good. That one was a little bit of a rough one.
I got it in 3.
Dan?
I got it in 3.
Ooh,
I did
good job.
Stare, then Brine, and then Prone.
Ooh, nice. Brian's a good one.
Prone was on my mind because when I went deer hunting, I shot my deer from the prone position.
Ah, again, building anticipation for the whatever.
What?
Look at you.
Will
I
is
can't
confused.
wait to figure out what the prone position is.
Lying on your belly, Will.
It's just lying.
It's lying on your belly.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay.
Yep,
we'll
yep.
tell you what supine means later.
Yes. Yes. There
Whoa.
you go. Anyways, I got it also in 3. I found a really cool word. Was orate.
Ooh,
I was like, ooh, that's a good one.
that's a good one.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was like, trying to think of words, and I was like, ooh, orate. It just came into my mind, and so I was like, I did orate, got me the R and the E and the O, and of course, I did the classic move of drone.
Classic.
Yep.
Could not be me.
But then I got prone. I got prone in my 3rd try, so yep.
Nice.
All right, so now Monday, October 14th.
I got it in 4.
Ooh.
Didn't I? Oh, buddy. Okay, so
This one was this one.
can we? Okay, I'd like to take a moment to talk to New York Times here. Okay, because they're listening.
Yeah.
You guys really need to make this game more accessible. I know you guys know big words. You don't have to,
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
the thing is, Will, they're
We
not
get it.
big words. Every word is 5 letters.
Oh my gosh, you're an idiot. Okay, so I put notch as my first word. And again, I wanted to figure out where that T went. So I put start.
Ooh, that does nothing for you.
It gave me the T at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It said there's an A. Then I put palette. Again, figure out where there's an A and a T. And then, thankfully, through trial and error, type, enter, type, enter, type, enter.
Yeah.
I figured out gamut.
Yep.
Yeah. Gamut.
Like, that's a gamut of wines.
No, you.
No, it's like you run the gamut.
gamut is usually
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
it,
that's usually the word.
yeah.
What does that mean?
So it's the
sir?
complete range or scope of something.
Oh, okay.
I have used the word before. Like I think just knowing the meaning out of usage, but not like knowing the actual definition from a dictionary.
Yeah.
But I've used that word
Yeah,
before.
same thing. I
but-
know it from context all the time.
Yes, yeah, context. Mhm.
Yeah. Could you say he has a wide gamut of wines?
Yeah.
I mean,
Whoa!
I don't
I would say he
know.
has the whole gamut.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I saw two
Yeah, the
very
whole
different
gamut, yeah.
faces there.
Yeah, because it sounds weird. But whole gamut. Yeah, you've got the whole gamut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I also got it
Awesome.
in
Thanks, guys.
4.
In 4.
I
yeah.
did stare, then patch, then tangy, then gamut.
Ooh, interesting. I
Tammy?
Tangy.
tangy.
Tangy, as in
Oh,
like
okay.
sour.
Yeah. I know that one. Okay.
So I did a double. I normally don't do this, but I did orate again. Because I just liked it. I was like, oh, that one's fun. I'm going to
word.
try it again. I got the A and the T from that. And then I did latch. And that got me the A in the right place. And then I did taint. And then gamut.
I see. Good stuff, good stuff.
Nice.
Yep. So I got it in 4 as well.
Solid.
And then we're on Tuesday now, right?
Yep,
Tuesday, October
Tuesday.
15th.
This was an interesting
All
one.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
This was
Yeah.
one of the... I looked it up later, and it was apparently one of the more difficult ones that people have had.
Yeah. The
Yep,
only
again.
reason why I got it is because I only had 2 words left when I got my last guess.
Ah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna go with an alphabetical order.
I was really lucky on this one.
Yeah. What did you get? Well,
I got a in 5
oof.
because I was
Oof.
also very confused what a word is.
Yeah. Oh,
Can we
man.
talk? Yeah, so I put notch off to a great start.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
the
yeah,
O
yeah.
and the C. I'm like, oh, whoa, okay. We're rolling. Put raise as my second. Oh, man, we're like really cooking. We got an R, an O, a C, an E. Like,
There
this
you
is
go.
going
Yeah.
great. What do I do from here? Because I went ahead and typed
man.
every word, and I'm like, I don't know, chord?
Oh, yeah.
Core with a D? I'm like, I don't know what that, I don't know, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm like,
guess,
okay.
though.
I'm like, okay, I'm just really annoyed at this game right now. So I put Corey.
Oof.
Corey, I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sure, yep, that last letter. Did a lot of letter substitution. Like, no way. Is it a double letter thing? And it's a word I don't know, huh? And I put corer.
Yep.
Yep.
One who
That's
cores.
how you say it.
Yep.
Okay. Man, that cores. Is that actually what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody that corer is somebody that cores like an apple.
Or a machine that does it. Yeah.
Yeah. Or a machine, yeah.
Yeah.
I question so much every day. Okay. So-
And actually,
This one was stupid, let me tell you.
Yeah.
This one was stupid.
Okay.
in his youth, Dan
All
Smith,
right.
for his first job, was actually an apple corer at a canned fruit company.
I'm sure. What did you get it in?
I got it in 4.
you know,
There you
What
go.
were you saying, Will?
I was like, you know what? I think I remember hiring a corer at some point, but I don't
No.
remember. My butler took
That's
care of that.
that's a corker for the wine.
Oh, yeah. That's a corker.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that must be it.
I did stare, and then I did perch, and then I did perch is a very common second guess for me, and then I did chord, and then I did core,
Oh, yeah.
and that was where I got lucky. Was guessing chord.
Yeah.
job, dude.
Yeah. Nice. So, I got it in 3.
Say what?
Whoa.
Oh,
That might have won you the week.
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I got it in 3.
Wow.
This is the one that your mom lost, right?
Yes.
On? Yeah. Oh, man. That is so tragic. I could not believe that I got it in 3. Honestly, I was like planning on just like throwing out guesses and hoping for something.
Yeah.
I started off with a really like lucky guess because I put prose in, Prose, prose.
Good guess.
Yeah. Like I say, I just think of words and I'm like, let's do this. So all of my first guesses are random. So I did
What is
prose.
pores? Wait,
Prose.
It's
Prose.
it's
It's
written
like-
word that's like not poetic. It's just normal writing.
Yeah, prose.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And I think because I did the community post and I was talking about waxing poetic, I was like, prose.
Fair enough.
So
That's a cool word. I like that one.
Pros and
yeah,
cons.
it is a really good one. And then I got really lucky again because my second word was bored.
Ooh.
Bored. So that gave me the 3 letters O-R-D. O-R-E. And so I had only 2 choices after that. Corer and morel. M-O-R-E-L. And so I decided to go with Corer because it was in alphabetical order.
Well, what the heck is a morel, anyways?
I have no idea, quite honestly. I looked it up to see if it was a real word, but I can't remember what it meant.
It's a brand of
And
sunglasses.
let me see.
Oh, it's a mushroom.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. Oh, how could I forget that? Yeah, it's a mushroom.
You have true morels, and then you also have false morels.
Yeah, that is true. Just like truffles, there's a false truffle too.
Dan Smith owns truffle dogs.
I believe
would.
that. I want to see what Wordlebot, because I remember looking it up. I want to see what Wordlebot said.
Well, Bill and I can
Okay,
do
yeah.
our math. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so with when I did prose, I only had 52 words left. And then when I did bored, I had only 2 words
Oof.
left.
Man, that's lucky.
Yep. Oh, super, super lucky. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought
So,
that
yeah.
Will had missed one this week, but it was just before. Just before
Yeah.
this week.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
That was strategic.
Yeah,
Strategic. Yeah.
he knew.
Do all of our bad ones the week before podcast day.
Yeah, which we didn't even know. We hadn't even planned that at that point.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're all flying by the seat of our pants. So,
Yep.
okay. October 16th, Wednesday. So today,
Today.
Mr.
Today.
Sauvignon.
Yesterday. No, I got it in 4.
Today, yeah, you got him
Yeah,
for.
today. Yeah, I put notch. Oh, you guys are gonna be so proud of me.
Oh.
Put notch, and I'm like, you know what? Wordle's been kind of having a weird attitude thing with these words. I'm gonna put innate.
Ooh,
Ooh, spicy, huh?
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Very
I felt
good.
good. Thank you. It wasn't it, but like
Spell that for me.
Innate.
Just
I
word-
love it. I love it.
innate.
Enate. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Isn't that like people say innate?
I think you're thinking
I've
of
heard
innate.
the word.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of innate.
Because innate is not a word I would. I didn't even know it.
Oh, what's the word people say?
Innate is INNATE.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Well, for the listeners, could you describe each one just for their benefit?
Okay, so innate has 2 meanings. It's an adjective meaning growing out, or it's a noun meaning one related on the mother's side. And then innate is inborn or natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, that's what it was.
Oh,
You were
man.
thinking of your maternal family connections, and you just
Yeah.
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 That was it. That was today.
Yeah. Awesome.
I would go into detail, but it's a little too personal for the
Oh yeah.
podcast.
Yeah. No, it's
obviously.
okay. We'll stay away
It's
from the
just some-
personal.
It's from some just innate details I don't want to talk about.
well, things that are innate can be innate.
True.
Things from
True.
things from
True.
the innate can be innate, I suppose, since it is a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so word 3, I put stand, which was a fair guess.
Yeah.
It's
That got
good.
you some
and
good
then,
stuff.
but got me some good stuff. And then I put Grant for my 4th.
Nicely done.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, I have a innate ability for words.
You do. You absolutely do.
Yep.
Visor. I don't know. We'll move on.
That's beautiful. I love it.
I got it in 3. I did
Ooh.
stare, then track, then Grant.
Ooh, we might be tied.
We're very close. You had the 2 early on.
Yeah, but I got this in 4.
This is gonna be close.
So we might be tied. I did for my first word, morel.
As you do.
Yeah, because I was like, let's try that word. It got me the R. And then for my second word, I did brick. So it got me the R in the right place. And then I did draft, which of course got me the R-A-N-T. And then I did grant.
Nice. Nicely done.
Yep. All right.
Math time.
It's math time.
Math time.
All right, we're going to go in the same order. Same order.
Let's do math.
Math.
Miss
Let's get mathy.
Well, let's do math, kids.
What's your number?
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting
that
high
was
on math.
Anyway. get back on track, guys. Back on track.
Thank you, our fearless host.
Yeah.
Mr. Sauvignon, what is your average?
Okay, so my total was 27, which results in an average of 3.85714, repeating, of course.
All right.
All right. Mr. Smith,
I got
your numbers, please.
I got a total of 24 for an average of 3.428571, repeating, of course. You have 23, don't you?
I do.
Yep. I thought you were just one ahead of me.
Yep, I got a total of 23 with an average of 3.285714, repeating, of course.
Repeating, of course.
Yep. And I have double-checked her math as we went along.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that is a definite win.
Woo!
Well done. Good game. Good game.
I'm making up
Okay.
for that one day where I did so terribly. I was like, what, 4 something?
Yeah.
I was just so bad that week. It was a terrible week.
Yeah. If you,
I don't
mean,
think
if
I
you,
slept.
if you get 4 for every one, that'll give you 28 total. Yeah, and then you'll have
Yeah.
a perfect average.
Yeah, I think I got it like a couple in like 5 or something, 5 or 6. It was. I remember that one was a bad week.
Yeah.
It was terrible. Well, guess what, guys? That brings us to our whatevers. I didn't have a good segue for that. I'm sorry. So I'm not exactly sure which whatevers to talk about, but I think what I'm going to do is start with Cayden, because Cayden has, or Mr. Smith.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes, call me by my true name, thank you.
Yes. Because you just recently went on a very epic adventure recently.
Epic is a way to describe it, yeah.
It was a successful adventure.
It was
at
a
least.
successful deer hunting adventure. Are there any particular questions you have?
Where did you go?
We went over in Eastern Oregon, not far from Baker City.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
that is I think that's a common place to go hunting.
Yeah, in Eastern
yeah.
Oregon is a lot of people go hunting over there. That's where all the mule deer hunting is over east of the Cascades. And so a lot of people do like to go
Awesome.
hunting over that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you didn't really camp because you still had signal
I had
and reception. So
I had sketchy reception.
It did not count because you were still in contact with us. So
I mean, I had sketchy
Oh,
reception.
man.
In camp, it was really spotty. But I could go up
You
on
could
the
still
ridge.
send pictures.
I had to go up on the ridge to send pictures. Yeah, I had to
don't
walk
count it as
about
camping.
I had to walk about 200 yards to send pictures because the thing is we're not like air miles very far from like Baker, and everything
Oh, I
is so
get you.
flat
Yeah.
and open, and we were at like 6,000, 7,000 feet elevation, and so
yeah,
it's
so
just
you're
like
closer to the satellites.
yeah, and everything's so open, you have unobstructed views, but you drop
This
down
is true,
into
yeah.
a hole somewhere you don't have service, so it was spotty up there.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
yeah.
I get you.
But-
I mean, I still don't believe you actually camped, but I understand.
I mean, I could
I'll
show
let it
you
go.
pictures of deer camp. It wouldn't do the listeners any good. But yeah, so we had brought up every time we go over and do that hunt. We bring our big wall tent, so we have big old 15 by 30 canvas tents, and I mean it's barely camping because it's so comfortable. But
You're glamping.
yeah, it is a little bit glamping. I mean, you got to set it up and take it down, and it's a little bit of a pain. But man, it's real nice. Yeah, not gonna lie.
Ultimate deer glamping.
Yeah, not even gonna lie about that. But so Dad and I chopped and got ready to chop a whole bunch of wood over there, and I love chopping wood. It's one of my favorite things. But it was really warm, and we burned hardly none of it. It was so unbelievably warm.
Oof.
Our highs were in like mid 60s up to 70. And our lows at night, I would be surprised if we get... Well, a few nights it got a little colder, but we were like very, very lowest mid-30s.
I was about to say it's probably only in the 40s because there's not much of a temperature. Like in Oregon, there's not much of a temperature difference between the day and the night. like it stays pretty constant. Whereas like here in New York, it'll be like below freezing and it'll go up to 70, which I hate.
Oh yeah, no, that's terrible.
But
Yeah, and
yeah,
over here we might have like a 30-degree swing at the most, but
yeah, yeah, exactly.
but yeah,
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
it was a bit of a pain because first off, it's hard to like layer for with just your clothes because it's like a little
Yeah.
cold when you're just standing outside, but as soon as you get moving, you're just like sweating. But
Yeah,
the biggest
you're
thing
warm.
was the meat because it was so warm that when we
Oh,
would just have
yeah.
meat hanging in the open air, it
Yeah.
never got cold enough for it to freeze, and it was not cold enough for bugs to die down. So
Yeah.
we were at the limit of what we could handle with hanging our meat by
Yeah.
the time I got my deer.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
How
like
many
it
deer
wasn't like
did
the
you
meat
get?
was gonna spoil because it was so
Right.
so dry, but it was warm and the bugs were an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
So Garrett and Dad got their deer on opening day, which was Saturday. We kind of split up a little bit, and I went to a different spot, and they took one spot, and there was a whole bunch of deer where they went. And so Garrett got a little 3-point, and Dad got a pretty nice one. And then I just kept hunting over the next several days. And I got mine on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Although
you sent us that picture.
I did send you
Very
guys the
nice.
picture. Yep.
Yeah.
And it was
That's cool.
Yeah. It was kind of cool. So a couple years ago, I bought a new gun. It's a Browning BLR. It's a lever action that lever action rifle. It's in 6.5 Creedmoor. Is the round. And I've wanted to take a deer with it and take it out, deer hunting for a little while. And so we've got it all set up and everything. And let me think. Yeah, so this was the hunt that I was really like, yeah, I'm going to take this gun out and I'm going to really try and get a deer with it. The day before I got my deer, I ended up missing one.
Oh.
It was a little bit smaller, I think, or similar in size.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't anything, I'm heartbroken over. But one of the
Yeah.
issues is with the BLR, for a lever action rifle, it's kind of unique in its construction, but that would be getting way into the weeds. Anyways, it shoots pretty well for a lever action rifle.
Yeah.
It'll shoot minute of angle accuracy, which is basically 1 inch of deviation at 100 yards.
Dude.
So for every 100 yards,
Dude. Dang.
it's an inch of deviation.
Yeah.
And that's like bare minimum standard for like precision rifles today is like if you could shoot MOA, you've got a pretty good rifle.
Yeah.
But anyways, the biggest issue with that rifle is that the trigger is terrible. The trigger is so bad. It's got a
Oh,
long
gotcha.
long pull on the
Yeah.
trigger and it's heavy. And so
yeah.
I was thinking about it like my other gun when I got pulled up on that deer that I missed, and I shot
Yeah.
over his back just because the trigger, and I was a little unstable on the rest. I didn't take long enough.
Yeah.
And yada yada yada. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
But the next day, Dad and I hike up. So the management unit, the game management unit we're hunting in is called Lookout Mountain, and it's named for
Okay.
Lookout Mountain. And so Dad and I hike up. There's a road that goes up Lookout Mountain, and it's gated off at the bottom. And so you have to
Okay.
walk up Lookout Mountain, and it's about, I want to say like 800 to 1,000 feet elevation gain, somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Camp is, our camp is somewhere around like 662, maybe. And Lookout Mountain, the top of it is just over 7. So Dad and I get up early, walk up there in the dark, and we're up at the very, very top, and we have our binoculars, and we're just combing through out there. We're higher than the trees, and so if you look down, there's some trees, but up top, it's just open sagebrush, just all over the place. And so deer can be hard to spot, but they're,
Yeah.
if they're there, you'll usually find them.
Yeah.
And so we're glassing along, and where we're at is right at the top. There's a series of ridges that go off the back of the mountain,
Okay.
and they just do this little roller coaster whoop-de-doo off the back. And so Dad and I, you can look down either side of it, to the left or to the right. And
Okay.
Dad and I are sitting like right at kind of the left side of that, and we're looking with our binoculars, not seeing much. And as the sun is starting to come up, I just barely catch.
Oh, you did this before dawn.
Yeah, no, we were at the top right at like dawn.
Oh, wow.
And so sun's
What
starting
time
to come
did you
up
start?
a little. We started pretty early. We started walking at maybe like 4:35.
Wow.
Somewhere in there.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was funny, actually, in the dark on our way up, there was a small little fork and horn buck just bedded in the middle of the road.
Oh, my
That we
goodness.
just walked right up on.
Oh, my goodness. That's hilarious.
Yeah. But anyway, so we get up there and we're with our binoculars. Sun's starting to come up a bit more. And at this point, it's probably like, let me think. I shot my deer around 7:30. So at this point, it's probably getting to be about 6:45, 7, somewhere in there. And so I'm looking out with my binoculars, and I catch several little roller coaster hills away. I catch the butt end of a deer out there. It's a big body deer. It's 1,200 yards away. I hit it with my rangefinder, so it's a really long ways away.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. It's a big body deer, and I'm pretty sure I caught a little shine off of antlers in the sun. It's hard to tell because it was 1,200 yards away, but it was all by itself. Odds are it's a buck. And so Dad and I grab our backpacks and we're like, all right, yeah, let's go over there and just see what we can do. Because at this point I was like, I knew what was going on with our meat and everything, and I was like, I need to shoot a deer today. And so we're walking over.
Right. Yeah.
We walk down. There's over one little roller coaster, and then we're starting onto the second one. And we look over to our right, and there's a whole bunch of deer out there. And we pull up our binoculars. There's two decent bucks. There's a little 4-point and a little 3-point. And we're just like, okay, yeah, there's deer here. I need to shoot these. Shoot one of them.
Yeah.
And so let me think. We see them, and we're a little over 400 yards away. And so we're looking, and they're not very skittish or anything. I don't think they're super aware of us.
Okay.
And so we scooch in just a little bit closer. We scooch in about, 25 yards closer, somewhere in there. And we're looking, and, it's a long shot.
Yeah.
And where I felt comfortable with the capabilities of my gun, both with how accurate it is and with the scope. Capability of the cartridge, how accurate the gun is, what the scope can do, and what I can personally shoot. I was comfortable about, I would say, no more than 400 yards with this gun.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of other factors at play with that, but, max is like 400. And so we're there, and we're at 372, and I'm like, I'm going to see if I can make this happen.
Yeah.
And so I pull my backpack over. I set it up on a rock. I set my gun across it. I pulled Dad's backpack over. I set it underneath the rear end of my gun, so it's like right under my chest, right?
Yeah.
And I lie down in the prone position, Will.
Got prone. You got a prone, man.
Prone mentioned. And
oh man.
Yeah. And so I get it there, and I turn my scope up, and I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, I think I can make this happen. And Dad was surprised. He didn't say it in the moment, but he was like, what? You're going to try this shot? And I'm like, yeah, no, I got it. And so I look through my binoculars, I figure out which ones are the bucks, and they're standing right next to each other. One's up a little higher on the hill, and one's a little lower. And the 4-point is the one that's lower on the hill. It's a little bit bigger, and that's the one I want to shoot. And so I get in, and I'm settled in, taking some deep breaths, slowing my heart rate down. And I get in there, I turn my magnification up, and I pull the hammer back on my gun. And so, like, lever actions are a little different than bolt actions in that they use an external hammer like a pistol, rather than something enclosed in the bolt for the firing pin. Anyways, I pull the hammer back, and I'm getting ready. And so I'm sitting there in prone, right? I can't have my hand underneath the front of my gun like I would shooting offhand because it's resting on my pack. So I'm a left-handed shooter, so I pull my right hand underneath, and it's holding under the bottom of my left hand. And it's kind of wrapped around the grip of the gun a little bit. Well, fool that I am, I forgot that I was shooting a lever action, and I had that hammer pulled back, and I wrapped my thumb over.
Oh no!
I wrapped my thumb over,
No.
and I'm locked in, right? I'm super stable. I'm ready to pull the trigger, and I pull it, and I catch the meaty part in the pad of my thumb with the hammer, and it stops the hammer from falling on the cartridge.
That sucks.
Oh,
And
no.
fortunately, it didn't like slip off and misfire or nothing, so I was able to pull it back, and it
Okay.
didn't hurt. It
Yeah,
didn't hurt at
yeah.
all.
Okay. Okay.
But it threw me the heck off. Like I was, holy cow,
Yeah.
this is not what I was expecting. But it did do one. It did
Right.
do one good thing. I caught myself flinching on the trigger pull, and so I was conscious of that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm like, why the heck is my gun not firing? I look down and I feel my thumb is pinched, and I'm like, oh shoot, that's a problem. And then I pull the hammer back again, move my thumb out of the way, and I kind of reacquire the sight picture in my scope. I find the deer again. There's an issue with that. In that time, the 4-point was the one that was lower on the hill, and the 3-point was higher. During that time that I lost my sight picture and was readjusting,
They switched.
Oh. And
Switch
so
through.
I lock in on the lower one, and I'm just, I'm ready to go, and I just, lock in, pull the trigger, and boom, I shoot, and he drops like a ton of bricks, like just right where he
Ooh,
stands.
there you go. Nice.
And Dad was like, you got him. It's the smaller one. I'm
him.
like, what is the smaller one? And he was like, yeah, they switched spots. And I was like, shoot. But he would like literally drop like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
I was proud of the
Nice
shot.
shot.
Good shot. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
man.
good shot.
I was
Got him.
where I was aiming was like right on the point of the shoulder, because you want to
perfect,
hit like
yeah.
a big massive bone over there so they don't run.
Yeah.
It's not ideal in terms of keeping as much meat as you possibly can, but
Right,
you don't want them to
yeah.
run into a hole at the bottom of the mountain. I ended up going just a little bit higher, and I got the low part of the spine. So just took his
Oh.
legs out from under him.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. It ended up being 372 yards.
Wow.
So
Dude,
almost
that's
4
a
football
good
fields.
shot.
Almost 4 football fields.
That's a good shot, man.
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, pretty good for a lever gun. Farthest shot I've ever
Yeah,
taken on a deer.
yeah.
Actually, it's the second farthest shot I've ever taken on anything. I
Oh,
shot
wow.
Dude.
I shot my first elk at 482.
Ooh,
It was not a
man.
good shot.
Granted, it's a bigger target.
It is a bigger target. It was not a good shot though. It was not a good shot. I don't brag about it.
no.
Yeah.
So what it was across a big canyon, and I was like 11 years old, so I was really young. But it was across this big canyon, and there was apparently like some wind on that side that we didn't really know about, and
okay.
so instead
Yeah.
of hitting on the front shoulder, it hit just in front of the back hip.
Oh, man.
So it ended up being a
Yeah.
little bit of a gut shot, but it hit a major artery,
Yeah.
so he did bleed out just fine.
Oh, okay.
So it, silver
Yeah.
lining. It wasn't
Yeah.
ideal, but
Yeah.
it worked. But it was not a good
Yeah.
shot. So I'm not proud of that one. But this one I was proud of.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, no, that was a good shot.
So yeah,
Very good shot.
that's my deer hunting
Yeah.
story.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Aw. Very, very good. That is cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
yeah. I shot. Let me think. I shot about 7:30, and we had everything off the mountain by lunch.
Wow,
Nice.
that's awesome.
It was like 11:30, and we got back
That's
to camp.
awesome. I bet. Yeah. The hard part
cool.
is hauling it back.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Yep.
Dad has a really nice backpack for hauling meat, and we didn't have like a trash bag or anything, and he didn't want to get my pack dirty, because I have a nicer backpack, and it's one that's a little harder to clean. Because his is specifically designed for hunting, mine isn't. It's a backpacking backpack. It's one
gotcha.
of the Ospreys.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
So basically, everything that we had that wasn't meat, we just threw in my pack, and then he carried out all the meat,
Yeah.
which wasn't too bad. We got out of there in pretty quick time.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Good trip. Good
lot
trip.
of
So
fun.
how many total? Did you get three?
Three.
One each?
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. Ayy.
Yep. A lot of fun.
Ayo.
Freezer is full.
Ayo.
Got it in 3.
Nice.
in there.
I got it in 3.
Are you allowed
Very
only
nice.
one
You
per
are allowed
season?
only 1 deer per tag in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Some states, like I think Texas is this way, and I think a few of the other southern states, where there's like a lot of like whitetail and stuff. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
with your like tag and license, they'll let you shoot multiple deer. It'll be like, you know, $1 or $2 and like 3 or 4 does or something on just one tag. I don't know the exact rules, but some of those places are a lot more lenient with their game management. Oregon is a very conservative state in that respect. Not politically conservative, but you know, conserve our game numbers kind of thing.
Yeah, is that like once a year, or is that
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, you can
Okay,
shoot.
so
You can
that's-
shoot. In normal circumstances in Oregon, you can shoot 1 deer and 1 elk per year.
Wow, so that's why you're
Yeah.
pretty selective. That's why you
Yeah.
stay out there so long.
Yeah.
I got it. Got it.
And that particular tag, in the lottery of buying tags and stuff, it takes 4 years to draw it, unless you're lucky.
Really?
Yeah. So every year you
Really?
don't.
Oh, wow.
Every year you don't draw your number 1 choice. You get a preference point, which just puts you higher up in the pool. And to be guaranteed, it takes 4 years to draw that tag.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know the licensing laws in Oregon. I knew it in Arizona and California, but not in Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah. Oregon is
Yeah.
is an interesting place to hunt. It's like
Yeah.
we
I would
have
imagine.
some good hunting over here. But we don't have the numbers of like a Colorado or Wyoming or Montana.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like, especially for like mule deer and stuff. So there is
Yeah.
every mule deer tag in the state is a draw system. I mean,
okay.
and some of them, I think with archery especially, you can get them with your first choice every year,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you're not going to
Yeah, yeah,
build
yeah.
any points towards something better.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can you get a tag in a different state?
Yeah, yeah, you can. They're
So
generally
you could go.
generally quite a bit more expensive.
Yeah, but you could go to like a state where there's like all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and there are
over there.
some people that have done similar things. I
Yeah.
know some people who went to Montana to go antelope hunting.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Hey.
not Montana, Wyoming. I'm thinking of Wyoming.
Yeah.
Antelope hunting is
I just
is
looked
fun.
up. I just looked up New York, and it is 1 deer per person per license year, but there's exceptions. There's a special antlerless deer license.
A doe. A deer.
Yeah,
A female deer.
and then there's deer management permit that allows members of a hunting group to take additional deer.
Oh, interesting.
There's bow hunting or muzzle loading privilege. Allows the holder to take up to two additional deer.
Up to 2 additional deer. Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Yeah, we have a lot of deer.
You have a lot of
here.
deer in New York. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah. But it is funny.
Everybody hits them. Like there was just a friend of ours that when we went to Angry Orchard just this past Saturday, she hit a deer on the way home.
Oh man.
I'm just like hoping I don't hit a deer while I'm here.
Yeah.
Because everybody hits deer.
It is kind of a weird dynamic with hunting in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
So the over the counter tags that you can get, that you can just go in and buy every year.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on the coast. They're all west of the Cascades. Yeah, and that's for both deer and elk. And a lot of the hunting over there is almost, I don't want to say adversarial, but it's sort of combative, because the areas that you can hunt in tend to be pretty limited in some of those spots, and
okay.
everybody's out there, and so it's a mad scramble. There's over in the Scappoose unit, which is over near Scappoose. That's the area my dad grew up, and that's where we sometimes will go like general season elk hunting. But yeah, you got to get up to the gate at like 2 a.m. and start walking the second you see another truck come up if you want to get your spot.
Oh wow.
And so it's like it's adversarial and it's dumb, and people aren't super nice. But east of the mountains, once you get on the draw tags and everything, everybody you meet up there is generally pretty nice. I mean, they'll cuss up a storm, but I mean, generally they're pretty nice and willing to talk, and everybody's working with each other and stuff over there. It's generally a lot nicer hunting environment.
Gotcha. All right. Good to know. Very good to know.
Yeah.
I think we have moose up here, but I don't know if you can hunt the moose.
We have a handful of moose in Oregon.
Do you really?
Yeah. There's some of the
Ooh.
northeasterns have a handful of moose. Not huntable. There's not anywhere near enough to hunt. And actually, when we were hunting, Dad was, I was out taking a hike somewhere, walking all over the mountain as I did. I got lost a
Taking
couple
a hike.
times, actually.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. You can only get so lost over there. I'll explain in a second.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
let me think. Somebody showed him a picture that they got through their spotting scope. Baker's fairly far south, all things considered. And somebody showed him a picture around that area of just a cow moose just standing out there in the sagebrush flats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my
That
goodness.
was the weirdest thing.
That's cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, there was a couple times I got turned around because I was like, I don't know how it happened, but it was like I was following like a fence line for private property, right? And I'm like, this side is public, this side is private. It just follows the ridge pretty much. So if you keep the fence on your right and the ridge on your right, you're good. I was walking down a Sunday street, just looking for someone to... No, I was walking. Fence line was on my right. Ridge was on my right. I was walking. I'm like... and I was walking the wrong direction, actually, from where I was supposed to go, because Dad had called me and said there was deer, and we got our lines crossed, and I was actually going the opposite way that he meant. But even like, I was like, I should know. I've been to this spot from this direction. I should know how to get right.
Right.
So I keep the fence line on my right. I keep the ridge on my... I walk through, and I'm like, man, something doesn't seem quite right. I was like, I can see... I'm not far from the fence line, but I'm up on a ridge, right? I get to the very top. I look around, and I'm like, there's... Lookout Mountain is a big one that's over there. You can always pick out Lookout Mountain. And then there's another mountain called Sugarloaf that has a very distinctive shape.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that one.
Well, there's two Sugarloafs. There's a Sugarloaf on the west side, too. I think. But if you know the one over in Baker, I mean, that would be surprising.
I don't... Maybe.
Anyways.
Okay.
Sugarloaf has a very distinctive shape.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
It has a very distinctive shape, and I'd recognize it anywhere. And so I get up on the ridge, and I look over, and I'm like, Sugarloaf is on the wrong side of this mountain. That is not where I would expect it to be.
Uh-oh.
And so I pull out my phone. Fortunately, I've got high ground, right, so I can look at my map and stuff. I look at my map, and I'm like, okay, that was the way I want to go. Sugarloaf is that... I'm going the wrong way, and I'm like, I was so confused. So I try and backtrack a little bit,
man.
and I'm like, yeah, no, this doesn't seem right. At some point, like, I had ended up on private property somehow, and I was like...
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was like... I had like crossed the fence line at some point. I have no idea how or when, because it was on my right the entire time. Anytime I saw it, the only thing I could think is maybe I hit a. There's a lot of old fences out there from like Wild West days that just don't really mean anything. But apparently I had got like completely backwards up there, and so I ended up like okay. I just need to actually get to somewhere I actually know where I am. And so I look at my map. There's a road down below me toward Sugarloaf. I know exactly what road it is, and I can get out super easy.
Yeah.
Right? And so you can only get so lost because you've got very distinctive landmarks that are easily denote which directions you go. And so I wasn't really lost, but I got turned around.
Yeah. But, you weren't going the way you thought you were going.
Anyways, I've talked enough.
That was good, man.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty awesome story.
And,
really fun.
Dan Smith,
I like it.
The reason he's a vegetarian is his dad took him out hunting one time, and he shot a deer, and then he cried. That's why Dan Smith is vegetarian.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah.
Cayden is a hunter. Dan Smith is not. Because Dan Smith is a
Gotcha.
vegetarian.
That, you know what? That's good to know that Cayden's got that. I mean,
Killer
that's
instinct.
that's not a. Yeah. But that's not a talent that many people have. I would say that would be kind of like a hidden talent. People would be surprised of.
Yeah, marksmanship is a hidden talent.
that you know. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, what hidden talents do each of us have?
That was
Our
a
next
wonderful segue.
I'm so
Bullet point.
proud.
I was really
I'm so proud.
I've learned from the best.
Round of applause for that.
Yeah, round of it. Clap, 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 clap.
Yay.
With our new recording method, it won't actually record a Discord soundbite. Like OBS would.
Oh, it's fine. No worries. All good. But yeah. Do you guys have any? So the whole reason I asked about this is there was a group of us that were talking about what our hidden talents were. And my mind went completely blank in the moment. And then later on, I realized I do have hidden talents. And so, I mean, they're really insignificant hidden talents, but they're things that are weird. And so, so I wanted to ask you guys, what are your hidden talents that you think you have?
So what constitutes a hidden talent?
Yeah.
Something just, that you know how to do that would be kind of like, that's a little surprising.
Okay. So like playing an instrument is not necessarily a hidden talent.
I mean, it could be, if not.
Well, yeah, I mean, if
many
you play like the
people know.
didgeridoo, but
Right.
but like nobody's
Exactly.
surprised if you play the guitar.
Right. I mean, it could be in the sense of like they wouldn't think you were a guitar player, and then they found out like, oh, you play guitar?
Gotcha.
So yeah, it could be something like that.
Okay.
Or like if you played the ocarina, and so that would be like, whoa, you know how to play an ocarina, or like a harp. Like those would be kind of like interesting
More
things.
obscure instruments.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can start off.
Go for it.
Okay.
So, my hidden talent that I realized after I left the group was I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Okay.
I can solve one in like under 2 minutes, and I can do the 3-sided one and the 2-sided ones.
Nice.
So, I taught myself how to solve a Rubik's Cube when I was quarantined with COVID.
Nice.
And I had nobody. Like, I was quarantined in a hotel room all by myself. So, I was like, I'm going to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. It was one of the only things that I had with me that I had brought from home because it was one of those things that I was like, I'm going to learn how to do this. And then you sit it on a counter and you never learn how. And then when I was stuck in a room all by myself, I was like, all right, time to do
Yeah,
this.
I got a shuffled Rubik's Cube sitting around here somewhere. I tried to learn how to do
Yeah.
it, but I didn't stick with it.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that everybody's like, I want to learn how to do that. And then nobody does. But then I was like, I'm going to learn how to do it. So I do. I know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And also a really weird thing, too, that I am fairly good at Morse code. I know Morse code fairly well. I have to do it slowly.
Yeah.
I have to do it very, they can't be like the fast ones, like the telegraph ones. I can't do it that quickly.
Yeah.
But I can understand Morse code if it's slow.
Do you
So if
do
it's
you
slow-
look at the chart or do you just remember everything?
I just remember.
Nice.
Yeah, I just remember. I recognize the noise, like the sounds. Like I'll hear it and I know what the letters are.
Yeah.
But it takes me a while when I hear the letter to form the word.
Yeah.
And so,
like writing it down is a
usually
good
if I'm
way to
listening,
do it.
yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
have to write it down, but I can't like form the words just hearing it. So if I were to hear it, it's like when you're at like first or second level of like languages to where you're like, I know how to read and write, but when somebody's talking to me, it like there's a delay in the translation in my mind, and that's how it is with Morse code with me. I also know the NATO phonetic alphabet.
Oh, nice. I wanted to learn that,
What?
but
The NATO phonetic alphabet.
Yeah, what?
Alpha, Bravo,
What is
Charlie,
that?
Delta, Echo.
Oh, yeah.
Foxtrot, golf,
Yep.
yeah. Hotel, India. I have
Yeah.
named all of my automatic lights after after the phonetic alphabet. So they go from, I think, let's see, what does it go to? It goes from alpha to, I think, Oscar. I think it goes from Or maybe Papa.
So you have different
now that I'm
lighting
thinking about it.
profiles
For your
each,
lights?
for each.
Yeah, for my lights. I have
Wow.
like, I don't even know, lights and outlets. And so,
It's like,
like,
hey Google,
yeah,
lighting
I can-
lighting protocol alpha.
exactly. So if I were to tell Google, I apologize to all the listeners that have Google. You will probably want to mute us for just a second. But I can say, hey Google, turn on Papa. And it's that one right there.
I see.
Oh, okay.
Hey Google, turn on, I think it's Quebec.
Turn on Quebec. You said, I think it's Quebec.
Yeah. Quebec, yeah. Hey Google. Hey Google, turn on Quebec. There, she got it right there.
Yeah, this is riveting listening.
Hey Google, turn on Romeo. Next one. Hey Google, turn on Sierra. No. Google, stop.
Oh,
Was it
what's
playing
Google doing?
Sierra?
She was going to
What's
play
Google?
Sierra
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Anyways,
Go, Google,
Hey,
go.
Turn on Sierra outlet. Oh man, she like
I think
spazzed out right
Yeah.
now. But anyways, yeah, that was my outlets that are right over here. It turned each one on.
nice.
And so like I have all of my outlets and all of my lights named after the NATO phonetic alphabet.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey Google, stop. She keeps playing she keeps playing music.
This is going well.
Let's go.
All right,
Yeah.
Yep.
who goes next?
So those are hidden talents that I have that I realized afterwards, because it's like it's weird to know, because I'm not like part of the FBI or CIA or military or anything. I don't need to know the NATO phonetic alphabet, but I do.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to
So,
know.
yeah.
You know, when it's like, you know, F is in Foxtrot,
Yeah.
C is in Charlie.
yeah, exactly.
Instead of being
And that's-
like P is in pneumonia.
Oh my gosh.
like like people will
That
say
was
like
great.
M as in Mary, and I'll be like M as in Mike.
M as in maltodextrin.
Yeah. Yep. So those are my weird hidden talents
Okay.
that I have.
Who goes next?
Okay.
Who knows? Like whoever can think of one right
Got a
now.
couple.
Okay, go for it, Cayden.
Okay, I mean, we've
Let's
already
do
been
it.
over that I can shoot deer at 372 yards. So
Yeah.
marksmanship is something
Great
of a
hidden
talent.
Yes.
Let's see, another talent is leatherwork. I make, you know,
Oh,
wallets
yeah.
and belts and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Let me think. What's another good one? Oh yeah, so this is something I do. It's especially effective with Mom, but a lot of people who know me know that I'm like the random fact guy, where it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
if you want something like quickly verified, or it's like if you want a weird piece of trivia, I know a lot of them. I'm not as much with it as I used to be, but definitely. Well, anyways, one of the hidden talent is that I can say something that I've completely made up that's just complete bogus and make it sound true enough to make people believe it.
Yeah.
It works especially
I
well
can
with my
do the
mom,
same thing.
but that's something I can do.
Yeah. Nope. I too have that hidden talent.
Yeah.
We should hang
Yo,
out more
Cayden.
and mess with people.
Yeah.
And then the
Are you
last
gonna
one.
share it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
What?
I was gonna say, are you gonna share the A&W story?
Oh yeah, I'll share the
It's
A&W
my
story.
it's one of my favorite stories since you're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
You know.
And
yeah.
so, okay, so I'll tell my last hidden talent after this. But so we were at a board game night, just hanging out with a bunch of guys, and we were making like root beer floats, right? And A&W root beer is the best root beer for root beer floats, and so we're making the floats and everything, and somebody's like, what does A&W stand for? And I'm there, half a bite of root beer float ice cream to my face, and I'm like, Alan and Wright. That's what I just say, just kind of off the top of my head. And
Yeah.
they're like, is that really what it is? And I'm like, no, I just made it up. And so Stowe, he goes and he looks it up. Take one wild guess at what A&W stands for.
Is it
It's
Alan and Wright?
It absolutely
Oh my
is. Isn't
goodness.
that
I've
insane?
ascended to the next level of bull crap, so that my bull crap is actually right.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, so that was my crowning achievement.
Look at
I
that.
couldn't believe it. Like, out of all the words, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Alan and Rose.
Look at that.
Bro,
that is amazing. That
That's
is the
when you
best
peak.
story.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I have
100%.
peaked. Everything's been downhill since then.
100%.
And for my last hidden talent is I
Yes.
know quite well how to use a bullwhip. That's it.
Ooh, really?
You didn't know this?
No.
You didn't know this?
That's cool.
Oh yeah, here, hold on.
No,
give
I
me half a
didn't.
second.
Yeah, he's full on.
No
I got four of
way.
them sitting right
Dude. What?
Yeah.
What?
I've also made a few. I've also made a few whips.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
amazing. Okay, next time I come, you're gonna have to demonstrate
believe
for
I
me
haven't.
because that is
know.
the coolest
Now that I
thing.
think
Whole
about
thing.
it, we met in 2020, and then you moved to New York.
Oh, true,
so
true, true.
it's
I
just
moved
never
to New
come
York
up.
in 2022.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
never come
we've
up. We
really
never hung
only
out.
like hung out. Yeah, we've only hung out virtually until I like would visit, like after COVID. Then
Yeah.
I would go and
But yeah,
visit.
so no, it all began at a very
At
young
least I
age.
think so.
I was 8 years old, and my uncle was babysitting me and my brother, and he was the
Mm-hmm.
fun uncle. And he put on Raiders of the Lost Ark, and being an 8-year-old
Ooh,
impressionable kid, I
yes.
was hooked. And I
Yep.
asked mom and dad for a whip the moment I got home, culminating in me, sticking with it more so than they thought an 8-year-old would. And so I bought
I love
whips.
that. I love
I
that.
met the guy who made the whips for the Indiana Jones movies.
No
I
way.
cracked one of his whips. I can't afford one of them because they're very expensive. So I couldn't get them at the time. But I met them and I
Yeah,
cracked
yeah,
the
yeah.
Indiana Jones style whip, and
my
I performed in a talent show.
No.
In a local Seaside Got
Seriously?
talent show.
Yeah.
Yep, Seaside, Oregon. Got on the front page of the newspaper, and I was disqualified from the talent show because of my last trick.
Yeah, let's go.
Will, you've heard this
What?
one.
I have, and I'm so proud
I
of
can't
young
believe I
Cayden.
haven't told you this one. Yeah, I was
No, you
disqualified from the talent
haven't.
show.
What is this?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's pretty good.
What? Why were you disqualified?
it was my act was a very
solid.
good mix of tricks and talking, right? It was a very presentational thing. And
Yes,
so I go
yes,
through
yes.
a whole lot of stuff. I do basic tricks. I talk about, the many different ways to crack a whip. I do all that. And many people might wonder if a whip has any real practical purpose, right? And what I
Okay.
said was, are you ever on your way home from school or work and some guy runs up to you and just attacks you with a sword? Don't you just hate it when that happens? I know I do. And then my uncle, the same uncle who let me watch Raiders of the Lost Ark, comes out with a ski mask on and a big wooden sword, and so he jumps out on stage. And it's all stage. There's never really anything real danger happening, right? And so I crack my whip at him a few times, right, and keep him at bay. I whip out and I grab the sword out of his hand and pull it, and then I come back for the combo and wrap it around his neck and pull him to the ground. And then I
Let's
plant
go.
one foot on his chest.
Oh my goodness!
I plant one foot on his chest and showboat a little bit. Mind you, I was 11 years
Oh
old.
my-
I was 11 years
I-
old when all this happened.
What a show.
I love this. This is so
Yeah.
amazing.
I could probably find
Absolutely beautiful.
the YouTube link for it somewhere.
There's
It's
the
on
YouTube
it's an
link.
unlisted video, but I could send it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so later after the thing, now, I didn't really find out the fact that I was disqualified until a couple years later. All I knew was that I
no.
just didn't win, and nobody ever really told me. But I heard them talking about it and stuff, and I kind of figured it out. But he came up, one of the show runners came up to my uncle and told him the deal, and I was like, yeah, it's a family-friendly show, and I was just like, it wasn't that violent. It was staged. So that was
Oh my
that
goodness.
was one of my greatest defeats in my life. And And then
You're robbed.
yeah, I've fallen off a lot. I haven't practiced very much anymore, so I'm not as good as I used to be. But yeah,
Oh,
I still
my
know
goodness.
how to use a whip.
That is awesome. Also, question: do you know Jacques the Whipper?
I am familiar with Jacques the Whipper, but I am an original. I am an Adam Winrich fan.
He's out here though. He's an East Coaster, so
Yeah. I'm an
Yeah.
Adam Winrich
You
fan.
have to-
Adam Winrich actually taught me everything I know from his YouTube videos.
I love it.
Yeah, I
love
watched
it.
the 2008, 2009, 2010. I was in
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and that was how I learned how to crack a whip, was from watching his videos.
That's awesome. Oh man.
But yeah, I'm familiar with
when
Jacques the
you
Whipper.
when you come out to New York, we're going to. Well, it depends. I don't think you'll be here when the Ren Fair's here.
That'll be fun.
But yeah, Ren Fair. Yeah, Jacques the Whipper. Like in New England, he does a ton of shows.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah.
Yeah, so that's my hidden talent.
That is awesome. I love that. That is so cool.
Yeah,
That's
I'm surprised
crazy.
you didn't know that. I can't believe I didn't mention
No,
it.
no.
Yeah.
This is why I love doing stuff like this, because I learn so much. Oh man, Will, Mr. Sauvignon.
Oh God. Okay.
I
man.
know you have some hidden talents for sure.
I can't think of him, but
You know what? It's okay, because that was me. Like in the group of friends, I was like, I don't have any hidden talents. What are you talking about?
Okay, so I got a few, but like I don't know if they're to qualify as hidden talents.
I've got
but
a dance
anyways,
hidden talent when you're done.
yeah. Oh, a dance. Whoa.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
when Will's done, I got a Dan Smith hidden talent.
Remember,
Oh,
this
okay.
podcast is family friendly. Okay.
Oh man.
So, anyways, but actually, along the lines of your, what do they call it? The phonetic alphabet thing?
Yeah, the NATO phonetic alphabet. Mhm.
Okay. Hidden talent.
It's a weird thing that I know.
Yeah, I used to know it. So.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did you
yeah.
really?
So one of the things I did when I washed windows, which in its own right is kind of fun to like, because like I can wet the window and then do the whole like window in one with the like.
Oh yeah, the
It's
S
kind of
like
fun,
thing.
like
yeah.
the S thing, and then make it all
That's
showboaty.
cool.
But even though it's like not even the most efficient way to clean a window, but like,
But
it looks
But
cool.
it's fun. It looks
But it
cool.
looks really fun, and it is
Yeah.
really fun. So, but yeah, one of the other things we did was we did weatherproofing. So, to help with that, we had to get commercial drone licenses. So you have to get registered with the FFA,
Yeah.
or is it
FAA.
Yeah, yeah. FAA. I was trying to think. Future Farmers of America. No, that's not it. FAA. So, anyways, you have to actually get registered with them if you're to make any money off of flying a drone. So, if you do like
Oh, really?
wedding photography, if you were to shoot like a car,
Okay.
whatever,
That
if
makes
you
sense. Yeah.
post it, if you make any money off your drone flight, you need to have a commercial drone license, which requires you to pass a Part 107 license test. And part of that is knowing the phonetic alphabet, because if
Really?
you were to ever talk to a radio control tower,
Yeah.
you
You
would
need to know it.
You would need to know it because you would have to read off the serial number of your drone. So you'd be like 3 Charlie 4 Delta, Foxtrot, Zulu,
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if that ever came up, and that required like knowing like some of the airspace restrictions, like what's a Type C airspace, like at what altitudes that entails. So that was kind of fun though. Like I had
That is really cool.
got qualified, had to go to like an airport, take a test, and passed it. I don't remember how
You went to
well.
an airport to take a test?
Yeah, because it's full on FAA. Like, they're full on serious
Wow.
about, like,
That
drone
is so cool.
knowledge.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because like flight space and all of that.
Yeah, if you're going to be
Airspace, yeah.
flying, they treat it as if, like, hey, if you're flying in, like, an airspace, like, you really need to, these are the protocols you need to follow. Like, these are the permits you would need in this situation. Like, they're pretty serious about, I mean, yeah, if you're Part 107 qualified, it's only valid for 2 years.
Oh,
So,
okay.
anyways, we did that because we were doing water leaks for buildings, like commercial buildings. So it was a FLIR camera
Really?
on the bottom of a drone. And so the way you would detect the leak is you'd get there early in the morning because water takes longer to heat up than the surface
Yeah.
of a roof. So you'd see,
Yeah.
the roof is getting warmer as the sun rises, but the water's staying cold, so you could
Yeah.
tell. And then as the sun
Yeah.
sets, you could tell the roof's parts. Most of the roof is getting cold now, but the water is retaining the heat. So you'd be able to see the temperature changes, and that's how you find a water leak. But that was kind of fun.
That
It's something
that is really
something
cool.
Yeah, be able to take that.
Oh
Oh
no,
no, he's dying.
we might be losing Will.
Oh no, no!
We're losing
no.
Will.
I'm back. I'm back. I lost you guys
Yeah,
for a second.
yeah.
You hear me?
Yep.
You're
Yeah.
back? Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We got local
You, like-
recordings now. We're advancing
Yeah,
things.
so, you know, we'll
Yeah.
figure out what you said when the episode drops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I know how to
the
roast
the
my own-
viewers or the listeners won't hear it, but we did.
Yep.
Yeah. Recently, I've been learning Western dancing. I mean, this gets into. I
Have
don't
you
know if we're ever
really?
gonna talk about it? Yeah, when I so some buddies
That's so
from
cool.
Idaho have been like coming teaching me one of the first tricks. Dude, it was like sick. They taught me how to flip someone. So I'm like, let's go.
Dude, that is awesome. That is so,
they're like-
awesome.
Yeah, you know, you can like flip a girl like and go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, teach me that.
Teach me
Yeah.
Let's go.
I also, fun fact, and
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
hidden talent, but I am very proficient in salsa dancing. I used to compete in salsa
What?
dancing, and I have been. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, when I was a youngin', when I was like in my late teens, early 20s, I I loved Latin dance, but salsa was what I was the most proficient at, and so I used to compete. And I was the girl that got flipped. So I
Let's
did a lot
go.
of flips. Yep. I did
It's
a lot
so
of
much
flips.
fun.
I did a lot of there's this one move called a neck drop where they literally like drop you and hold you by your neck and then step over you and then throw you back up. And there's another move called a floor sweep where I literally spin around on my hip. They like put me down and then take my arm and
Yep.
spin me on the floor and bring me up. So I
Yeah.
did that. So I totally get that. I was the girl that got flipped.
Yeah, dancing is a ton of fun. So like
It
we've been
is.
learning
I
like so
love
much
dancing.
about like
That's so cool.
where you like not only like get them to do like a backflip, but also
Right.
like you flip, like you get them and then they put their
Yeah.
legs like around your neck and they're hanging
Yes.
upside down and then
Yes,
you like
I
spin
did that
them around
too.
and they go
Yeah.
meow, meow, meow. And
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
this whole like acrobat. It's like so dope.
Yeah, it is.
That's been
oh,
like
man.
a ton of fun to learn.
Every
That
time
is
something
so
has happened
cool.
with these people, I've been like otherwise busy, and it's like I would totally be down to try it out, but I've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
busy.
Yeah.
Oh man, it is. Yeah, I totally understand.
'Cause I went to a dance
Yeah,
party a while ago, and I enjoyed it, but I'm garbage at it. But I need practice.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I can fly through the rest of the other little things. I know how to roast coffee, which is pretty fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Roast my own coffee.
You're like
so-
you are a coffee aficionado. Like you
could-
you are
yeah.
so yeah. Yeah, really, really good with all the coffee stuff.
That's a whole whatever topic in itself.
It is. Yeah.
How detailed do you want to get there?
You know what? Preview
Yeah.
for a future episode.
Yeah,
You
hopefully.
just like Mr. Smith got his hunting highlight. You're gonna get a coffee highlight for sure because you have so much knowledge about
Mr.
coffee.
Smith doesn't
It
have
is
hunting
awesome.
highlights. Those were Cayden.
Oh yeah, those were Cayden's. Yes, all those were Cayden's hunting highlights.
Yeah, I am
You're
incredibly.
solo.
Yeah. What was your other name again?
What, Dan Smith?
Dan Smith.
Dan
That's
Smith,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Dan
Yeah.
Smith.
You are Fred Sauvignon.
Fred
Yeah,
Sauvignon.
Fred Sauvignon.
Freddie.
Yeah, Mr. Sauvignon. He likes his coffee. He likes a good cup of
Oh, I'm
coffee.
sure.
It's like
I'm
it's
sure.
like
A
morning
good
wine.
espresso.
You know?
Morning wine. I'm down for some morning wine, man.
I recently was informed about a trend where people are mixing milk and wine. I figured we don't need to try that based on how the last one went.
It's like morning wine.
Get out.
Morning wine, right? Instead of morning
Get out.
wine.
No. No.
For the listeners, I made them try Coke and wine, and they said it was
Offensive.
How do I put it? Offensive, not drinkable. Worst thing they ever tasted.
Get out of my house.
Do you want the
Yes.
rest of this? Because I'm gonna pour it out. I think those were their words.
I was angry. I was
Yeah.
pure rage and
was
anger
great.
at the very existence of the thing.
So yeah, next
Yeah.
time you come, we'll be trying milk and wine.
Oh, my
I'll
goodness.
get a good wine for that.
I'm not going back now.
Is it Wilk or mine?
Oh,
Oh, that's
No.
disgusting.
no, absolutely not.
for the win.
Guys.
Dan
Guys,
Smith's
no.
hidden talent.
No.
If you're finished, Will, or are you not finished?
Just got a couple little
Go for it.
things.
Yeah. Keep going.
Incredibly proficient at reading numbers fast now. Considering I read them, like I read
Meter
thousands
reader.
a day.
Oh my
basically.
goodness, that's right. Yeah,
So
meter
if,
reader.
if you flash a number in front of me, I can usually get it like pretty quick. But I can
Wow,
retain it
dude.
for about 2 seconds.
As long as it takes you
your
to go.
long-term memory. Yeah.
Basically, it's a horribly great talent. So,
Less
because
than
like I'll
understood.
I've like popped the lid and I see the number for like half a second. I'm like, whoa, that was like
And you know it.
3462. Like that was,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I punch it in and I'm good. But people tell me like, hey, what's like your phone number? Oh, 503-371-6292. And I'm like,
That
what
you
was-
probably don't want
Yeah, that was your actual phone
public
number.
information.
no, it wasn't. It wasn't. That was a made up number. I'm incredibly
Okay,
good at
good.
making up
Okay.
numbers now too.
Oh wow. Okay,
I was
good.
like, did you just say
good.
your actual number,
that
my guy?
That poor person who's gonna get like tons of text messages and calls. All 22 of our listeners.
Make sure you send them a link to Wine Wordle and whatever. Make sure they
Right?
subscribe.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah.
Please publicize, like, subscribe, hit that notification.
Yeah, and
Please
I'm sure
do
they've made
not
it this
text
far.
that number or call
I
that
am
number. Do not do it.
Us at Wine Wordle and whatever do not endorse texting strangers.
Yes, no, we do not. We do not.
Anyways, or like
man.
with audibly, I can't with numbers.
Oh, you
like if
can't-
I
yeah.
see it though, I am on it.
Oh, man. I love it.
Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, for again, very short term memory when it comes to numbers now.
I love it. Well, your brain doesn't need it for very long.
It does
so
not
makes
need
sense.
it. It's trained over what is like 4.5, 5 years now.
I have a very
So-
particular
Yeah.
set of skills that I've acquired
Exactly.
over a very
Man.
long career. Skills that make
Brain
me a
sees
nightmare for numbers like you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Cayden,
I
what
got
time
one-
marker are we at? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No,
I just wanted to know what time marker we are.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Mr. Sauvignon, Fred.
Sauvignon. Oh no, this is Will talking, dude. Okay.
Oh, okay,
so
Will.
back in the day-
What is your last?
So back, I don't know how old I would have been. This might have been a while ago, like 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago. I got really into a game called Waves 2.
Waves 2?
Waves 2, or it might have been Waves. I don't know if the second one came out yet. I remember I played the sequel to whatever game this was for a bit, but I didn't play it as much as I did the first one. So what it is, it's a twin stick shooter.
Okay.
Where your geometry shapes, moving with your left joystick, shooting with your right, obviously.
Okay.
And you have your left trigger for bombs. Oh, this is bringing back memories. And then, and you have power-ups, and you go through, and you shoot the enemies, and you clear waves of enemies.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
the name.
okay. I think I know what this
at
is.
it.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
Okay. Yeah, it is incredibly fun, but when you get good at it, it is incredibly addicting because
I
it
bet.
is
Yeah.
so once you get to like a certain level, it's incredibly precise and you can marathon the game basically. Like you can full on stay alive because at a certain level it does kind of cap out a bit. Where the screen is full of enemies and your computer, if you don't have a good computer, it will like basically bork your computer because there's just so many particles and everything on screen and you're constantly,
It's like King of Kong.
you shoot so many. Okay, here's where here's where the chain happens though.
Wrong reference.
Shout out to King of Kong though if you haven't seen it. Best movie
Yeah.
ever. So here's where the chain happens though, right? Every enemy you shoot refills your bomb meter. So if you shoot 10 or like 20 enemies, your bomb meter is full. You can now create like a shockwave. EMP.
Okay.
Think EMP where it's like
Oh,
boom,
yeah. Okay.
and it kills everything around you. Okay, and then level 2 comes up. There's more enemies. So now you're shooting more quicker. You're releasing your bomb quicker.
Yeah.
Level 3 happens, more enemies. Okay? You're doing your bomb more and more. Eventually it hits the point where you're shooting and you're hitting like 20, 30 guys with every shot.
Dude.
And your bomb meter is filling like every 2 seconds and then you're just hitting boom. You're just spraying bomb, spray, bomb, spray, bomb.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, okay, you got it. It's a lot. And you're having to move around the map to different checkpoints.
Oh, okay.
At the same time, so there's a challenge as far as like spatial awareness, like it's a full thing. Anyways, me and a friend got really into it, got real deep, and we were like battling on like the leaderboards.
Dude,
and we were like
that is
full
awesome.
on I don't remember how high we got. But at one point, I think I must have been like top 5, like worldwide or something.
No, are you kidding me?
Like him and I were like easily top 10 at least worldwide, and him and I were like battling it out in those like global top 10 leaderboards.
No,
That actually reminds me.
Insane.
There was a there was an
Dude.
iOS game that I got
Yeah.
really into. It wasn't a super popular game. It's called Missiles. And basically all it was you control a plane, and missiles try and shoot you down, and they're all homing missiles. They have different behaviors. Some are slow, some are fast, some are really fast. Others are erratic, and some of them are a lot more. And some of them are like bunches of tiny missiles. Right, and the whole object of the game is you avoid the missiles, collect stars, and get as many points as you can. And there's slow mode and there's fast mode. For a while, I actually held fifth place in Apple leaderboards on the fast mode.
dude, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Yeah.
But man,
so,
Will, that is insane.
anyways,
Worldwide,
that's
worldwide.
yeah. If you're
Dang.
interested, I wonder. I could probably
Yeah.
look it up, like where I'm at now, because like it's just my Steam username. But, anyways, that's kind of like got really into
That is a great hidden talent, and that's a great like what was the game that we played on the beach? Was it like unknown fact or like, what was it?
Oh,
Something
yeah,
about
yeah.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. What's something that would surprise other people or like a little known fact about yourself? That is a great one, Will.
Yeah.
Like, that is super awesome. Dude, that's
Thank you,
so
thank you.
cool. I love
I would
that.
be curious how our scores held up because that was a while ago.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to hop
Yep.
back into
Anywho.
that game.
Oh, it looks so cool.
It's
I do know this
super
game.
fun. Okay, yeah.
I do
okay.
know this game.
So it was the
Oh
first.
my goodness.
It was the first waves that I held one of the records in. Waves
Dang.
2 came out, which me and my friend played for a bit, but we're like,
It's
nah, it's not
trash.
as good as Waves 1. Like, Waves
Dang,
2.
dude.
Yeah.
Which do I know this
Oh,
friend?
that looks so much fun.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, absolutely.
Was it Sam?
No.
Oh,
No, I'll tell you after the podcast.
Dude, that
Yeah.
is awesome. I love
Dude,
that so
it's bringing
much.
back so many memories, though. Because I remember I legit couldn't play it on my laptop because of the amount of
It's
articles.
free to play on Steam.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now.
I'm so adding it to my library.
what I'm hearing is that this is what we're gonna play next time.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah.
You,
we
you-
recently played Mario Kart for all the listeners, and
Yeah.
we learned that Will and his brother are insanely
They're very good at
it.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're the goats on Mario Kart for sure.
Yeah, I love a good Mario Kart.
Gotta love it.
Oh
gotta
my
love it.
goodness. Yeah. No, this is going in my library. Oh wait. Apparently it's already in my library.
Ha!
That's why I know it. It's already in my
Steam
library.
library moment.
Dude, that is hilarious. It's already in there.
That's awesome.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
All right, we are at the 2-hour mark.
Oh, man.
2 hours and 6 minutes.
Are we?
Yeah,
Okay. So we're halfway done.
Okay.
All right.
pretty much.
Let's get into the next topic.
Oh man. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're at the 2-hour mark. Those are pretty, like, I think, I'm looking at our list now. Oh, the comet! That's a big one, the comet! Oh,
Comment.
the comet was awesome,
That was
guys.
super cool.
It was so cool. We all, granted at different times because I'm 3 hours ahead, but we all went out to see the comet. I forget, it's what, like
It's like A3 or
A-
something. Yeah.
A3? Yeah, I think it's A3,
Yeah.
but it's like the Sushinchan Allen comet. I was just
Yeah.
calling it Allen. I was just
Allen.
calling, I'm like, that's Allen.
Yeah.
I was just calling it Allen.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's the Suchinshan Atlas. C/2023.
Atlas.
A3.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was so much fun. A group of us were at Angry Orchard, which is, I think everybody knows Angry Orchard, but the cidery is in New York. The original, like the actual cidery. And so we went out there because it's on a hill, and the orchard is like, you got a good view of the horizon. And so we went out there, for cider, for
That's
one,
good.
and then just to hang out. And then I was super obsessed with seeing the comet. And so I went out in the middle of the orchard to a high hill, and I saw it as the sun was setting. I saw it, and then after the sun set, when it was dark, I saw it. And so it was so cool.
Yeah, it was super cool.
And I love the fact too
Yeah.
that it's like you won't see this comet for 80,000 years.
Yep.
Like this is it. You won't see it again for 80,000 years, which is to me was just so awesome.
Yeah.
So awesome. Where did you guys go? Because you saw it too, the same night as I did.
Yeah.
But
We went up to the same place we
like,
always
of
go
course.
for stargazing.
Oh really? Where did you guys go?
Union Hill Cemetery.
We have a spot.
That's awesome. Dude,
Yep.
that is awesome. I love that. That is so cool. You guys got good pictures too. I was just using my little phone over here. One of the other guys that was in our group, he got some good pictures. And then one of our friends who is like what do you call that? Not an official astronomer, but he might as well be an astronomer. He got some
astronomy
he's a photographer
aficionado.
by trade.
Oh, and photography is his job?
Yes. Yeah, photography is his job. And so he got
That's
some
cool.
amazing pictures. Absolutely awesome. And he was the one that like gave me all of the facts and all of the like hints and tips about the comet. But yeah, you can still see it. My parents got to see it too, which was really cool. I was really happy that they got to see it.
Yeah, you'll see it for a few days, won't you? Like a week or so?
Yeah.
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 It's still out there.
Yeah, I think it just gets dimmer as it gets higher in the sky. So that first night that we saw it, it was at its brightest. But it was the closest to the horizon. As like time goes on, it'll be higher and higher from the horizon, but it'll be dimmer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a cloudy mess over
You'll
here
still be
today,
able to
so
see
we
it.
can't see it.
Oh yeah, it's been so clear out
Yeah.
here, so it's like every night I'm able to see it. But it's of course like dimmer than it was that first night. But if I look really hard, then I'm like, oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, Vi's the host, so she gets to decide
Yeah.
what we do next.
I thought you were gonna say. I thought you guys were gonna say.
No, I
something.
don't have.
I was
don't have
gonna say
comment
something-
insights. I could put one of my comment pictures as the thumbnail, but
Real quick. I just checked. I am still 12th globally. So
wow.
No, are you kidding me?
yeah,
Nicely
so
done.
that's
Dude.
actually held up quite a bit.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Wow,
Top 15.
Okay.
that is extremely impressive. That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay. I needed to know.
Dude. I mean, of course you needed to know. Man. That is
Impressive.
awesome. Yeah, we're definitely going to be playing that soon. Yeah. That's been, I think we're at the probably a little over the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, 2 hours 11 minutes.
We could definitely go like our other topics. We should probably like save them for another episode because like we
Yeah.
had so many
We had a
things,
lot of things.
planned, and I know, like as a little preview for the following episode, again, just like Cayden did
And
earlier.
I totally didn't
Um,
pay off on any of those.
I know you didn't at all, but like to build
Yeah.
anticipation.
I'll pay off one of them,
for our
though.
future
If I may, I'll
episodes.
pay off one of them. Will, the word supine is the opposite of prone. It's lying on your back.
Oh, so you got your
Yeah.
prone or supine
And supine. Yep.
positions.
Yep.
Do you ever use the supine position?
Not while you're shooting.
That's what I would
Only
be a
when
little
you're
worried.
sleeping.
And actually, not even when I'm sleeping, because of my back issues, I can't lay on my back.
Really?
Yeah, no, the geometry.
I'm a
the
total-
geometry of my back, like, completely just
Yeah.
borks my lower back after
So
about
you're
at 20
you're a
minutes.
side sleeper. Gotcha. I'm a back sleeper, and I do not move when I
That's-
sleep. Like I'm a total back sleeper, and I'm like the the little coffin.
Yeah, you know, my brother,
Cross arms.
my brother is that way, and I think I figured out the correlation. So those who are tumultuous emotional energy when they're awake sleep very calmly, but I am a very obnoxious sleeper. I am fidgety.
Really?
I flail all over the place. I talk.
Really?
I'm a very obnoxious
I used to
sleeper. But
sleepwalk.
emotionally, when I'm awake, yeah,
Very
calm.
calm. Yeah.
But I get it all
Very
out when I
calm.
sleep.
Unemotional. No, that makes a lot of sense because I am the epitome of emotional chaos. So, and just like rambunctiousness.
Yeah, my brother's
So,
that
yeah.
way in when he's awake, but he sleeps just like
Yeah. Yep. No, I sleep. I do not move. Like when I go to sleep, that's the position I wake up in, and
that.
I don't know what that was.
Some random drum
I may
beat.
have looked. I may have looked up comment in one of those, the videos load when you load a web page.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
I was digging it, but like,
Oh my goodness, that was great.
anywho, sorry.
Will, are you a side sleeper or a stomach sleeper?
I'm
a prone
heavy
sleeper?
side.
Heavy
I
side.
can do
Gotcha.
back. Every once in a while I'll do back. Like
Mm-hmm.
intentionally, just because it feels good, like to have my back like flat.
Right.
But for the most part, like normal night, side
Yeah, I
sleeper.
bet it feels nice to have a flat
Gotcha.
back.
You know what too that
Could not be me.
Well, I'm sorry,
No,
man.
I'm
I'm
just
so, that
messing
was
with
mean. That was insensitive of me.
I don't care.
I
I
know.
am
Oh,
what
man.
I am.
No,
You know what I
have
just
you-
realized too?
Yeah.
I don't sleep with a pillow either.
Huh.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just like
Yeah, do you also sleep on
Have
like a
you
wooden
s-
board? Are you in prison?
I mean, okay, this is going to sound really sad, but I'm
condition
used to
training.
sleeping on I'm used to sleeping on the floor cuz I didn't own a bed until I was like 9 or
Oh,
10.
okay.
So I slept on a lot of floors, and I used to sleep. This is really sad. We moved around a lot. My parents didn't have a lot of money, and so my brother and I, like, we didn't have beds. We slept on the floor with like blankets, and if we didn't sleep, like if we didn't have our own, like my brother and I shared rooms for a long time. If we didn't have our own room, we would just sleep in the same room as my parents, and then we would all just sleep on the floor. So
I mean,
yeah,
gotta do what
so
you
I
gotta
got
do.
used. I did get used to that.
Yeah.
I did get used to that. So yeah, and then when I got older, I didn't own a bed for the longest time. So I am very used to sleeping on hard surfaces.
This is a can of worms
I mean-
for a
So,
different
yeah.
time, I think.
I know, right? I know. Anyways, yes, I am very used to sleeping on hard surfaces, and I sleep without a pillow, and I sleep on my back. But I do sleep with a weighted blanket.
Weighted blankets are the
'Cause
best.
I'm-
Yes.
Absolutely the
Yes.
best.
Yes, I love weighted blankets so much. I have two. I have a 15-pounder and
So
a
good.
25-pounder because the
Yeah.
15-pounder wasn't heavy enough for me. I would like double it
Yeah.
up. So I got the 25-pounder, and that one's so much better. Like I love weighted
Yeah,
blankets.
I think mine
like
is
to
like
be-
25.
I like to be hugged and held, and
Okay.
so it's like I need the weighted blanket.
Yeah, I think mine's like
Yeah.
25.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
Have you seen the hug sleep, like cocoon things though?
I
That,
have.
like,
I want that. Yes, I want that because yeah, I feel so safe in like I am the exact opposite of claustrophobic. I feel very safe in small spaces, and I like I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
to be like just held. Like I like to feel like I'm being held. So I don't know. I like it. I want one of those.
yeah, I was looking it up. They are expensive though. They're like
They are-
90 bucks.
exactly
for the name
why
brand.
yeah, which is exactly why I haven't gotten one yet.
Jeez. Have you tried
I
to
got
come?
my what?
Yeah. No, go for
Go
it.
ahead. No.
I was gonna
No,
say,
go
have you-
ahead.
have you tried a comfy before?
A comfy.
They're
Remind me of
basically
what that is, 'cause
like
I might have.
giant oversized hoodies that are like really
like a
soft.
snuggie.
inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But
yes.
like-
yeah,
like
yeah,
Snuggie,
yeah.
but a
I
hoodie.
have
Yeah.
one.
Those are
I have
fun.
one.
Yeah.
I have one, and I just like brought a lot of my winter stuff because it's getting really cold in New York now. Tonight it's going to get below freezing. They have frost warnings because it's going to get so cold. It's going to get like 25, 26
Wow.
degrees tonight.
Already.
Yeah.
We've got that coming
Yeah,
too
exactly.
soon, Will.
Yeah.
No.
So I brought all of my winter clothes. All of my winter clothes is like vacuum sealed up in my closet, packed away because they take up so
Nice.
much room in my closet, and I
Yeah.
share a closet with my roommate. And so I brought all of like at least half of it down today because I'm like all of my summer clothes is what I have out in my closet. So and it's been freezing, and I only have one jacket, so I brought a bunch of it out. But I haven't found my like big hoodie comfy thing, and it's still up there somewhere. So I got to find it.
Yep. Sweet.
But yeah.
Cool beans.
Anyways, I you know what else is very comfy and very satisfying is when you get a really good deal.
That's where I was hoping you were going with that.
Oh man.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good segues.
So, Cayden, I think actually you have the deal
We
of the
are
week this
shaking
week.
things up just a little bit. Although I think traditionally,
Just a bit.
dad joke comes before deal, but we'll do
Really?
deal first.
Okay, I apologize for that. I'm new to this hosting thing.
Hold on just a second.
And I'm on my, like, third glass of wine because I might finish this thing,
Yeah.
man. This is amazing.
Yeah, Mom
wow.
stole about half of mine. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Anyways.
Yeah. This is my true love right here.
The deal of the week is the deal that we've considered at length before. It is the Fabletics deal.
Yes.
I did the thing. I ordered a bunch of Fabletics stuff, and I did the VIP membership, right? And I got the whole deal, right, with the big time discounts. Ordered a couple T-shirts,
Yay.
ordered a pair of workout
Let's
shorts,
go.
and then I ordered some underpants. By the way, on
There you go,
the
as you
VIP
do.
deal, 3 for $12 men's underwear, not bad. 3 pairs for $12.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
that is really good.
It's good stuff. The shirts, buttery soft, incredible. The
Oh
shirts
my
are
goodness,
so nice.
yes. That was the thing I loved so much about the shirts is they're just so nice.
And that's something that I've been trying to do a little bit more is get like solid colored T-shirts, just here and there, because most of my T-shirts I bought when I was like, 16, 17, 18, and I have a lot less use for graphic tees as an adult than I did at 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, no, I understand
Yeah.
that. Same, dude. Same.
So anyways, I've been trying to do that. But yeah, so no, good deal. They do have a thing if you're expecting to want to do like a handful of like a handful of orders from Fabletics with the VIP package, you don't have to cancel your membership every time. They'll let you skip a month. Where if you're concerned about like losing your points or whatever with your account, which you will lose if you deactivate your VIP membership, you can just set a reminder to skip a month every month that you don't want to order something. I didn't do that because I don't care. But yeah, so that's a nice provision that they have as well, where you could just skip a month and they won't charge you for it.
Yeah. I have a couple memberships like Butcher Box, Thrive Market, trying to think of what else. Oh, Factor. Like I have a couple memberships where I just skip if I don't want them or need them. But every so often it's fun. It's good. I get stuff that I need.
Yeah, the Fabletics is good stuff. I have yet to work out in the workout shorts, but they are nice. I like phone pocket. Phone pocket is good.
Yeah. I know I used to get leggings. Like I wasn't picky about leggings before, like workout leggings, but now I am because I have some that don't have pockets and I hate them. And I'm getting rid of them. Now all of my leggings have pockets.
Yeah.
So when I go work out, it's like I got my phone, I got my keys, I got pockets are essential.
Yeah, I got the lined shorts, so they have the phone pocket like right on the lining, which is really great because one of my biggest pet peeves about shorts, especially, is the normal pockets. When you put stuff in there, it gets all like thrown around and stuff, and it's like, especially something as big as a phone. And actually, sometimes I've had cases where they'll end up riding a lot lower than I want because I have a smaller waist and larger thighs.
Yeah,
and so it just doesn't work very well.
No, I get you. No, I totally get you. Yeah.
But the phone pocket on the lining is goated.
Yeah.
So that's the
you
deal
know
of the
what?
week.
I wish Fabletics wasn't so expensive because they've got some nice stuff.
And the fact that
nice.
they offer that deal for like the VIP membership, they're still making a profit on that stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
If you would sell stuff hand over hand if you just kept your prices like that all the time, or even if you bumped them 20% from that, I would buy base.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally
Anyways.
agree. Yeah,
I'm not a
you know
businessman.
what? It's just I know, it's kind of funny why they do that. And you know what also is extremely funny?
Oh my.
Dad jokes.
Man, segueing like a champ.
Like I said, I learned from the best.
But you see what we're saying, it just eventually just comes to you. It just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You now have the gift.
Segues start coming and they don't
You
stop
have
coming.
imparted. You have laid your hands on me and blessed me and, and imparted the gift to me.
Either a blessing or a curse.
It could be both,
Little
man.
bit of column A.
Easily both. Okay. You ready? I'm doing the dad
Yeah.
joke.
Let's go.
I'm doing...
Yeah.
Let's go. We're shaking
Roll
things
Let's
reversal,
up.
Freaky
go.
Friday.
Okay.
We do Freaky Friday on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting... Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other words you could use other than freaky, like, that would work. I'm just saying.
I mean...
We could... Wacky Wednesday.
Nope.
Weirdo.
Yeah.
Nope, we're getting freaky with it. Just, here we are.
Weird Wednesday.
Welcome to Freaky Wednesday,
Freaky
guys.
Wednesday.
And they're not even going to see it till Thursday is the thing.
I know, right?
At the
Exactly. We're
earliest.
recording on Wednesday. We're posting on Thursday.
We just
Fun
broke
times,
the
guys.
illusion.
You know,
We did.
as
We
organized
did.
as we
did.
are at times,
Yeah.
our time tracking is garbage. We have no idea how often we
100%.
do our episodes. We don't know when we're
Yeah.
putting them up.
Yeah. Okay.
It
Okay. You ready?
We're just, like I said, flying by the seat of our pants.
Barely, too. Like, Okay. You ready? Okay. What do you call a group of men waiting for a haircut?
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. Ready?
Yeah.
A barbecue.
Oh my goodness.
A classic. A classic. Well done, Will.
Yeah.
That was
Classic.
great.
Thank you.
That,
Thank you.
Oh my goodness, that was great. Because I was even thinking like barber. Maybe it's a barber?
Yeah.
Something
No,
to do
you
with
were
barber.
right there.
Yeah.
Barbecue.
Bunch of guys waiting in
Yeah.
line for a haircut. It's a barbecue.
A barbecue.
It's a barbecue.
I love it, man. I am a sucker for dad jokes. I love it so much.
That's good.
So I'm going to go into my segment now.
What?
Surprise!
Surprise my segment?
Whoa!
Unexpected. I know I
So,
sound sarcastic, but I
I
genuinely
am-
didn't know this was coming.
I'm all in.
Surprise!
Oh, I'm so
So
surprised.
I am stealing from Will a little bit because last time Will gave a book recommendation, which was Children of Time, which I listened to and was awesome. I loved it so much. It was so good. And I felt so empty and so like lost after finishing it that I was like, I need to listen to something else. And so I listened to The Martian because another friend had recommended it to me by Andy Weir. I know it's probably it's like, where have you been? Why have you not read this book before? But this is my first time reading it, and I cannot tell you how awesome and how much I loved that book, especially too, okay, this is why I love Audible as well, because the Audible version was narrated by Will
That's what I
Wheaton.
thought. I thought Will Wheaton did the audio version.
Oh my goodness. Will Wheaton, for anybody that doesn't know, was Wesley on Star Trek The Next Generation. And Will Wheaton is amazing. I love him so much. And hearing him narrate this book, like he embodied the character of Mark Watley. Like absolutely embodied him. All the sarcasm, all the positivity, all of the just perfect sassy jokes.
I thought his name was.
It was one of the...
Was Mark Watney.
Watney?
You said Watley.
Watney?
Yeah.
Did I? I listened to it, so I don't know how it was spelled. I have no idea. So, I mean, I'm going I don't know. I have no idea how it was spelled. If it was Watney, then yeah. If I said Watley, I'm so sorry.
Dr. Tim Watley. That's a Seinfeld reference.
I have no idea. Oh, you're right. But anyways, yeah.
One of my favorite passages of prose ever written is in The Martian. It's during one of I actually have a
Really?
screen grab of it. One of my favorite ones is when he's talking to JPL over the text thing, however they get that going. And
Yeah.
so the passage is 1204 JPL. We'll get botanists in to ask detailed questions and double check your work. Your life is at stake, so we want to be sure. Sol 900 is great news. It'll give us a lot more time to get the supply mission together. Also, please watch your language. Everything you type is being broadcast live all over the world. 1215
yes.
Rodney. Look, a pair of boobs, and then he puts a boobs emoticon.
Yes, yes, I love it so much.
That was one of my favorite parts of the whole book. So left-handed out of the blue.
I loved that. Yeah, I cannot tell you how many times I had to pause the book because I was laughing so hard. I didn't know like what they were saying because I was just laughing, so I had to pause it and then keep listening after I stopped laughing. It was so good. So yeah, book recommendation, The Martian by Andy Weir. I'm getting ready to watch, or not watch, listen to Project Hail Mary.
I was about to ask if you had, because I wanted to read that.
I haven't yet, but we did, one of my friends that lives in Warwick, he did an RPG, like a TTRPG session based off of Project Hail Mary. And so I have an idea of what the story is about. He's the one that recommended The Martian to me. He's read tons of Andy Weir books. And so that's the next one that I'm going to listen to. But yeah, I haven't read it yet. But like, yeah, I have like hundreds of titles on Audible. I listen to books. Like I listen to probably like at least 5 or 6 books a month. Like honestly, I listen to books.
You got the right job for it.
So often. Exactly. Yeah, I clean all day.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I going to do? Either listen to
book.
books or listen to yeah. So I have listened to so many books, so many. So I've got book recommendations up the wazoo. So
Sweet.
yes.
I just downloaded The Martian.
Nice.
I went ahead
Yay!
and did a little deal of the week.
Hey,
Audible
there you go.
offered me, hey, if you sign up for 3 months, we'll charge you like $6 a month. And I'm like, okay, sure. So that'd be like, what,
which is like
$21 for three books. So
yeah, which is like
$6 a month.
Seriously, usually it's
That's
14. Yeah, it's usually like 14.
No, I think it was $7.
Okay. Then you're
like
right.
$6.99 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I went ahead and
$14.95.
said, do it. So anyways, I'll read it. Awesome.
Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah, it's
very
so good. So good. But yeah, that's my segment.
So is this going to be a recurring thing?
Oh yeah, like
The
because
book?
like I
book
said,
of a month? Yeah.
heck yeah, because I listen, like I said, I listen to like 4 or 5 books a month. So I will have all the recommendations. Granted, I listen to a lot more nonfiction than I do fiction because, like I said, I'm insatiably curious. So I listen to like tons of books about history, about physics, about biology, about psychology. Like I listen to all kinds of book because I want to learn a lot. Like I love learning, but I'm on now a fiction kick to where I'm just listening to a lot of different ones. Oh, and there's some really good. I love crime novels too. So there's been some really good like mystery and crime novels that I've listened to lately. So we'll save that for
We
another
got a
time.
wrap up to do, and I think
Yes, we do.
I think as far as wrap-ups go, sorry, I don't mean to step on your hosting toes here, but generally
No.
what it was when Will and I, one would start the show, the other would wrap up, wasn't it?
Oh, that is
So
true.
I'm hosting next
Yeah.
time. I'm going to start the show, so I think that means Will should wrap up.
Yeah. That would make sense too because I kind of hosted mostly last episode and I think you wrapped up last time.
Oh, true.
So
Basically,
we'll-
one person
in a-
starts, and then whoever's not going to host the next time wraps up.
Yeah, in a very straightforward way. I and Venetia hosted last time. You and then Sylvia Mendes, and then then I'm closing us out.
We know
so.
exactly what we're doing, and there's nothing we're
Yeah,
doing.
and
Of
then
course.
then
Yeah.
you're gonna host next time, and then somebody will close it.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Not confusing in
Not
the
even a
least bit.
Not at all. Okay, we good? We good, fam?
I think so.
Yeah, we're all
Okay.
good.
All right, so thank you, wine, wordlers, and just listening to whatever. We went ahead and had a great time today. We had some of the finest wine, if I don't say so myself. And I don't say so myself because I've had 3 amazing guests with me today. And Venetia hosted her first ever podcast. We love having her on, as always. What a treat. What a riot.
I think this is actually our highest rating on the wine to date.
It is. It actually is. Yep. So our wine that we tried was a Familia Castellani from Toscana, Italy. And it was a... What's the first letter again? It's in cursive.
Sangiovese.
It was a...
Sangiovese.
It was a Sangiovese.
There you go. Perfect.
From a 2016 for Cayden and I, because ours were older.
They're older than me. They're
It's
old.
canon.
Okay.
I'm the
It is
youngest here.
canon.
And then Venetia's was a 2019. Actually, you know, it's kind of fun fact. I forgot to mention. I went ahead and bought an extra bottle that I keep keeping because it kicked me over the $50 for Cayden and I. So I went ahead and bought 3 bottles of the 2016. And I was like, well, worst case scenario, like it's not good. But if it's good, I'm glad I'm going to have another. So I have another.
I'm so
Yeah,
jealous
I'm
of you right
probably
now. I'm gonna come over and steal it.
when
from
we
you.
order our next month's wine, I'm gonna add a bottle of this on there again.
Yeah.
Same.
Okay. So anyways, it's been great. I don't know how we didn't mention the monkeys on the bottle, but they're beautiful.
I know. You know what, dude? I noticed that when I first got it, and then when I sent the picture of it as confirmation that I got it.
How did we
I
not?
was like,
guys.
What are we even doing here?
Are they lemurs? Are they lemurs? Like, I didn't realize
I don't have the bottle
what they,
next to me.
like
Mom
that there
stole
were
it.
monkeys.
Oh,
I can't see it.
I didn't realize there were monkeys on it when
It's
I got
straight up
like
Those are
before we
monkeys,
got it.
yeah.
Like, guys.
What are we even doing here?
Confirmed.
I
We
think-
failed.
Like, guys.
Are they
We're
are
not
they
professionals.
lemurs? Are they
This
like
is-
what are they?
It's the highest rating of a wine
They're not
we've ever
lemurs.
had.
Oh my gosh.
But it's
Guys.
the lowest point of our podcast.
Guys, and you'll see it by clicking the link of the wine we
Yeah.
tried in the description that Cayden's going to put there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
But
Yes,
if
in
you
the description
zoom,
below.
If you zoom in, oh my gosh, guys.
The monkey has fruit.
The monkey is giving the other monkey that he's been admiring for a time some of the wine.
Dude,
It's
you're
the
right.
girl of his dreams.
Is that
and he's
wine
like,
Yes.
in a thing,
And
or
he's
is
got
it
like a
just like a
flower.
fruit?
yeah, and he's like,
It could be.
"¿Quieres?"
The other one, it looks like has a bee or something.
Yeah.
see that?
But anyways, point
Good
being, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful wine with some
Yes.
amazing friends.
It is. This wine is love. It literally, like even on the front of the bottle, it is love.
Okay.
True
Monkey
love.
love.
So-
oh, yeah.
Okay.
Gosh, Mr. Smith, can you please calm down?
Oh yeah.
Mind your manners,
Fun-
Mr. Smith.
Fun
Mind
fact
your
about Dan
manners.
Smith: his hidden talent is he can absolutely shred blues harmonica.
Ooh. Ooh. That is a great hidden talent.
And he always
Anyways.
has a harmonica on
Yeah.
him.
He does.
Nobody ever asks,
Yes,
though.
he whips it out.
Nobody ever asks.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, but we've had some awesome wine. What else did we get? We did some Wordles. We
did some
really, well, I struggled, but some of us did not. We learned some words. We learned what was the word for laying down.
Prone,
Prone.
but only if
Prone.
you're
We
laying
learned
down on
the
your front
prone
side.
position. Yeah,
Yeah.
your backside something
Morel.
else.
We learned morel,
Morel.
which is a mushroom.
We learned
Innate. We learned innate.
innate, innate, different words. You would
Innate.
think. You would think.
Innate and innate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
innate. What else? Yeah, Venetia won that this week.
I
Congrats.
did.
victory.
Good
I
game.
did. Yep.
Good
barely.
Good
Cayden came in a very close second, and then I was there
Mm-hmm.
playing along. So then we got into our whatevers. We learned
Yep.
some hidden talents. We learned Vi can solve a Rubik's Cube. We learned
Mm-hmm.
Cayden, he's got those whips.
I can whip it good.
And then I'm on a top, I'm place 12th, was it? Or 14th?
12th.
Yep. 12th. The
12th
12th
on a
worldwide.
leaderboard. I'm just saying the other guy I competed with, I think he's like ranked like 18th or something.
Boo.
But I didn't like.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, anyways, what else?
We
learned
learned
a-
some hunting stories.
We learned some foxtrot stuff. A phonetic
Foxtrot,
alphabet
yeah.
stuff. We
Yep.
learned. Oh yeah.
Drone stuff too.
Cayden shot of the century from almost 900 yards or 400 yards.
I'm not that good.
That's sniper level, man.
400. Yeah, right. Almost 400 yards. Super cool. I didn't know what a big deal the hunting season was, but now I know. I know why he's gone for a
It's
while.
a thing. It's an operation.
It's a whole thing. We got Cayden Deal of the Week. We got Will's Joke of the Week. We got Vi's. Ooh, what is your segment called?
Book of the month.
Book of the month. Okay.
Yeah.
The only segment that actually adheres to the timeline we put these episodes out.
Yeah, no, we got to keep our initial segment
Yeah,
names
of
though.
the week.
Yeah.
Deal of the
I love
week,
that.
Dad Joke of the week, and Vi's Book
Book
of the month.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you
Fun
all.
fact, I used to be a part of a book club as well.
Oh, we could easily
Yep.
start one. I got some things to say about Children of Time, but
Ooh. Yes.
that go
After
heavy,
the podcast.
heavy into spoilers though. 'Cause
Yes, we'll talk. We'll talk after
We'll
the
talk.
podcast.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
spoiler free. Spoiler free.
Anyways, thank you all so much for listening. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I try to get, bring the spirits up, but words
Yeah.
are hard.
Words are hard.
Words are
And we're
hard.
drinking wine.
We English the goodly.
Honestly,
say?
I didn't have I had a bit. Okay. So thank you all for listening. I hope you are all staying safe. Stay warm as we go into this winter season.
Yes. Stay safe.
Watch out for life. It hits you hard.
Watch out for deer.
Watch out for
They hit
deer.
you harder.
I'm trying
Black
to think.
ice.
Yeah, black eyes. I'm trying to give them words of wisdom.
And black eyes. Watch out
Yeah.
for those too.
As we part ways, we'll see you guys next month. And
Yeah.
y'all
Sometime.
stay. Yeah, sometime. We don't know. Oh, we might do a live stream next time.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a great plug. So make sure
Yeah.
you're subscribed to the YouTube because we're doing community posts now. That is where
Yes.
we will be announcing our live stream.
Yep.
So
We get
Yes.
a date set for that.
now more than ever, so hit that subscribe because live stream next time.
Yeah.
Anyways.
There we go. Yep. And a special guest on our live stream as well.
No.
Possibly. Possibly. Special guest in the sense of it's a certain kind of alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Yep,
Sure.
yep,
And
yep.
actually, we will have a special guest. We will have a special guest because in that time, Vi will come up
Surprise.
with her own character.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It'll be erratic and chaotic for sure.
Expect nothing less.
Yep.
Send us out, Will.
All right.
Send us
Y'all been great. We couldn't do this without you. And if you're a new listener, welcome so much for one of the greatest podcasts
Yep.
of all times.
Oh, yeah.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye.